What is up, super fam? I am Sensei Finito, and this is Battery CEO. Welcome to Marvel Bros, and happy third anniversary, basically.
Oh yeah. So if you guys don't know, this is our 3-year anniversary stream. We're gonna just do a Q&A, kind of theory talk, break down some stuff, and kind of just review the year. Or the journey to get to this point. It's been a wild ride, and a lot of you guys don't know. You know what we've kind of had to deal with. The past couple of years, but here we are, stronger than ever, and excited for what's to come. Uh,
Oh yeah,
Truly an awesome
ecstatic
moment.
for what's to come. To be completely honest, like you said, it is truly an awesome moment, yo. I don't think we ever thought from where we started we would be where we
Yeah.
are today. With as
Shoo.
many with as many like fans and subscribers that we have now, and you guys are consistently showing up and consistently showing love, and all the new super fam that's joining every day. Like
Yep.
we're almost to 1K on here already. Like that's crazy. Like we hit 3 years and we're about to hit 1K. Like it's just been crazy, yo.
Yep.
We have some questions from the Discord that you guys put in, as well as some other questions that we have had appear on our channel throughout the year last year, between all the different watch parties and stuff we were doing. Because if you guys have been around, we at one point we were going live like 3 or 4 times a week because we were watching all the new shows, like everything. And then stuff kind of died down. Everything ended. Really, that's kind of what happened. And now we're about to be back at it, better than ever. But I see you guys are in the chat. I actually saw you guys was in the chat before we were even live, like 30-40 minutes before, yo. Like Akash, I'm pretty sure you were in there like this morning. I saw you when we first posted it. You were in there. Mike Davis was in there like 30-40 minutes ago. um Mike said, LOL, you're going to be waiting a lot longer. Still got 30 minutes. Plus, they are always late to the party. Mike out here talking that mess, man. What's up with the Mike? Bedrock was in there, all early chat in there. It wasn't that late. It was only a little, it was like maybe 5 minutes, maybe a little 5 minutes. And we got a 2 minute countdown. So, it ends up balancing out. It ends up balancing out. Um, all right, and then okay, let's go chat. I think everything else is live comments now. We got Samurai. Let's go
How's
chat.
it
What's up
going,
with this
Samurai?
Samurai? Hey, Samurai, you've been pretty consistent, my G, ever since you first like became a subscriber and joined the super fam. Yo, you've been real consistent, bro. Y'all and Akash, bro. Come on.
How's it going,
Akash is
Gosh?
like OG though. Like he's like one of the first ones that kept coming around. Like Akash, much love to you, man.
And that was a
And I
pivotal moment in our channel. Like when that happened,
yeah.
that was right around either the halfway point or the finale for Loki. That's where kind of like
Mhm.
the channel started to really kind of pick off and
Yeah.
really grow. Uh,
Yeah.
Truly an
And
awesome moment.
I will say this: a lot of the questions and stuff that we are going to be covering are going to be from that Loki, from that Loki series that we were doing, because that series for one was like one of the biggest ones that had the most implications on the MCU that we have ahead of us,
Hmm.
and it was also basically one of the most enjoyable ones through the entirety of the series for us, at least here at
Yeah.
Marvel Bros. And I believe that was one of the highest rated ones for us here at Marvel Bros. 2,
Yep.
episode by episode. The only thing that has beaten that really for us has been Wheel of Time and Peacemaker. I'll be
Yeah.
completely honest. um, and yo, let's go. Akash said. Akash says, first of all, congratulations for completing 3 years, yo. Much
Yes, man.
love.
Much love.
It's
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Appreciate it.
really appreciate all of you guys and all the love. It's been a grind, man.
It
Ain't
has.
go cap.
It's a lot of obstacles. A lot that you
Oh
guys,
yeah.
I'm heavily invested in my education. Like I'm trying to be a teacher. Like that's kind of what I want to do for my career. This is more of a
Mhm,
side hustle for me, but I want to put the
mhm.
work in. I want to see this channel thrive, be successful,
Yeah.
and it's truly a highlight for me during the week. especially during our pop culture news updates. That's
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I look forward to, looking at what's been going on throughout the week. And if you guys don't know, you guys need to pull through, because we have really great conversations about everything that's gone on. We dive deep into a lot of different things, especially if the chat gets involved. We're in there for a while. So
I think we get a lot of our best theories and things that we have kind of come up with as well have all taken place from the pop culture news update usually, because we'll talk about all this new news that happens, and in that moment we just kind of get into the flow of everything, and we get real juiced about it. But as far as things go, like Battery was saying, he's heavily invested in his education and whatnot. And then as far as me, I have my own business with my wife. You see her in the chat, Remy. So I like Marvel Bros has kind of been not only a passion project, but it's kind of been like one of those projects that I'm trying to utilize in order to flourish my entire business that I do when it comes to marketing and my graphic design. Like, because everything that you see for Marvel Bros, I usually create all of the stuff. Battery gets all the news, and then I get all the everything else. That's just how we work. We work like that. All things Marvel, and and then like I got the Marvel stuff down. He got the Star Wars stuff down. Like, so we usually always, equal it out here. So I we're at the point to where we could really start growing, and we have been growing because of you guys. I mean, when I was looking back at our videos, it was like 7 months ago where I saw Akash saying, congratulations on 350 subscribers. Like, and already we're about to hit that 1,000 threshold. You know what I mean?
what a road.
And it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy road. But we've ended up being able to find our balance, low key. Well, for a little while there, we did at least, and be able to really crunch that content out for you guys, and like it's been a highlight for real, like of not only like our weeks, but like really highlights of the things that we do in our lives for like on a day-to-day basis. It really takes over everything that we're kind of doing, but not even in a bad way. It takes over in a good way, because like we're able to really be having these conversations, and when you guys ask us questions, we can really answer them and have like a definitive answer of everything that's going on. And just personally, I think that's really awesome. And it's been awesome, and we've been able to really grow in this thing. But to continue on the chat, Samurai also says, "What up, Marvel Bros? Happy anniversary! Big vibes, Samurai." Akash, I set the alarm so I didn't miss the live. Hey yo, I feel it.
Hey man, always appreciate it. Always appreciate it.
For real. My brother Renato, he said, "Hey, we in this bitch. Congratulations, guys. Hey, much love to you, brother. You already know.
Appreciate it."
Remy, happy anniversary. Oozers. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. And then Akash. Wow, yes, I remember. You guys are growing fast. Yo, it's crazy out here.
It's happening out here, man. And okay, so this is gonna sound weird, but like this event single-handedly really kind of changed the trajectory of Marvel Bros. Because before, the way we were doing things was not that efficient. All right, on the real. COVID, believe it or not, really kind of
rocketed us.
Yeah, to the point where like, you know what, we need to really start evaluating how can we make this more efficient. And Restream, that's kind of what we were using, a light stream for a long time. And then just figured that we found Restream, and we could do a lot more with Restream. And because of Restream, here we are. This double screen thing we got going on with the graphics and all that type of stuff, with his schedule, with my schedule, it just worked perfectly.
Because at one point we actually were trying to rent a space. We did have one, and we went in there and we utilized it and everything, but it was just like after that, it was like, okay, well,
we just couldn't stay consistent.
Because it's like, okay, well, I got like an hour, honestly, and within that hour, that's going to be 30 minutes to drive to the set, quote unquote. You know what I mean? And then set up in the set, because we're not just leaving our stuff there. So we really only got like 20 minutes to record now, and it just wasn't working. But now we can just go live like we're doing now, or we record our trailer reactions and whatnot, my boy Battery refuses to upgrade his Xfinity box though.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
And then
I
before
tried
that,
the other day, but then I got mad at the chat and I was like, you know what? I'm closing this fucking app. I'm tired of this shit. Xfinity be tripping.
I was about to say you have PTSD when it comes to Xfinity, though.
Dude,
I'm not
like,
gonna count.
for those of you who
We were having
understand
an
the struggle,
issue. They came out here today and fixed everything, though.
oh,
So
dude,
it
it's a
was
struggle sometimes with internet service providers. If you guys know, you guys know.
that's true.
It's like the
That is
DMV.
true. For real.
The Department of Motor Vehicles. It's the worst. But man, but we overcame that, and here we are.
Mhm.
Efficiency was through the roof, you know,
Yeah.
and hopefully we could see that. We're gonna do our best to continue that. You know, this semester for me, the most intense that it's ever been. Okay, just to put it out there. But more importantly, up until this semester, we were doing all this. I was doing all my schooling from home. So
That's true
and
too.
that's
Yeah.
what attributed to all the stuff we were able to do before we kind of slowed down for us. And you know, now I have to drive for like I have to drive some distance away for school, and I'm only home for I only have 3 to 4 hours of like working time to do whatever I
Yeah.
need to do when I get home finally, you know. So it's been process, but we're figuring it out. I'm
Yeah. It's
figuring it out, you know, and it might get more complicated moving forward, but it's a challenge that I'm excited to kind of navigate, especially as I kind of finish up my schooling because I'm really close to the end. I really am.
yeah. Yeah. And I work from home like fully. So for me, I'm that like this is my office, this is my set, this is everything. Like I run a esports team as well with my brother, and that like so everything that I do requires me to be at these computers. So I'm usually working the majority of the time, to be completely honest. But with when it comes to Marvel Bros, I'll be like, you know, we try to set that time aside to do Marvel Bros, whatever it is. Like we'll bust out, you guys don't even know. We'll bust out like 15 trailers in an hour sometimes. Like, and we just be going hard back to back to
Yeah.
back to back. And that's why that's why we're so passionate about the stuff that we do as well, because we really are able to compare and contrast, I guess you could say, the different things that we're seeing, because we'll have a time where we'll have nothing but a slate of just phenomenal trailers. And then sometimes
It's just like
it,
it just ain't it.
they
And you guys will know, right? Like, you know, obviously, like the latest slate we have coming up this week, you know, we have
Mhm,
Sonic, we have The Boys, we have Miss Marvel, and I think a couple other big ones in there that are coming out in the next week. Uh
mhm.
and but the week prior to that, it was a lot of just kind of lower budget, you know, thriller, you know, horror movies and stuff like that.
Couple
Um
shutters.
yes, and they're not bad. They're actually the trailers are actually really good. It's just that you
Yeah,
know they're not trailers that people are looking to see. You know,
that's
another
true.
trailer that trailer reaction that we just did that actually is kind of growing in popularity right now is our Turning Red trailer. Did you see that? It was trending. It was in
No,
our. If you look
I
at
didn't see
the
that.
yeah in our info, it's one of the top videos right now.
What?
Mhm.
Oh wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I know I know some trailers just be going crazy that I do not expect. Like the ones we think are gonna go crazy and we're gonna get a ton of views on, sometimes we'll get like 30 views on it. And
Yeah.
then we'll be like, oh, whatever, let's just do this one. And all of a sudden, a
3,000.
fan base of yeah, the entire fan base of something like the Total War trailer we did randomly gets 4,000 views, I think. I never even heard of Total War before that day. And same with Wheel of Time. I don't think we ever had heard of Wheel of Time prior to
The
that.
best show of 2021, hands down.
And that took over the channel. They were like, you gotta change your name to Wheel of Time Bros because we're in here. Like we're taking over.
And
What is up, Justice? Oh, my bad. I missed that
yo,
comment. Yo, happy
Justice.
anniversary. Sorry, I'm late.
It's good to
Another
see you, man.
OG.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been a long time. Another OG
Yep.
though.
Been here from the beginning.
Yes, been here from the beginning as well. You guys can actually see, I think in one of our Falcon and Winter Soldier
Yep, that is right.
reviews. Our boy Justice is on there, and we're talking about a lot of different stuff, man.
I
Much love
think
to you,
I
Justice.
think that was the episode I called, and you guys were hella mad at me.
Yes, that
I
is the
called every
episode that
moment
you
in the
called.
episode, and it was
Oh
awesome.
yeah, yeah. I was furious about that one. I was like, bro, this guy battery literally called everything. It was like from start to finish. He called it, and it
I
was just
immediately knew from
ridiculous.
the get go, like this, from the bottom of my heart, this is how it's gonna happen. I felt it in my bones. You know,
And it literally started the way he said it was gonna start, it started, and the way he said it was gonna finish, it finished. It was ridiculous. um, Akash says, "Oh wow, esport team. Would you tell us more about that?" Oh yes, sir. So me and my brother DeVito, we started League of Vanity. I don't even know
it was like
what
what,
year it
year and a half
was.
ago,
No, it's
maybe a
been a
little longer.
minute. Well, we started it. It all started as like an
Oh,
Xbox
the
group,
summer
so
COVID
it's been
started.
a yes, like the summer Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
When Modern Warfare dropped, that's when it all started. We had uh created it as like an Xbox, the Xbox group, and you can invite all your friends there. You guys can share clips with each other. That's how everything started. But then my brother, DeVito, he's been going crazy on COD for like the entire time of our entire lives. Like that's what he does. You know what I mean? So at some point, we both were like, and I just always loved to game. I was just always a gamer, and I just loved it. And so we both were like, "Yo, we can really do something with this." You being like me being a streamer, if anything, and then you being on the comp side, and then that it just born, and then League of Vanity was born from that.
yep.
That's actually what this is, LOV, LOV Sensei, and then my brother is LOV DeVito, and even with this, I didn't design this. One of our old members, Ram, his father-in-law, he made this whole thing, but the concept of the design is from the logo that I made for us when it comes to LOV. We play games like Apex, Call of Duty, of course, Valorant, all that type of stuff. We play all that type of stuff. We've entered multiple tournaments throughout the years. And we're just gonna keep on going, yo. It's a grind everywhere, baby.
Yeah.
um, Remy said no lighter. Oh no, uh, you can. Oh, there should be one in our room. In the black thing on my white stand right there under my Tisaki flag. Um, 2017. Okay, we started LOV in 2017. That's when it was like first thought of. Oh snap! Comic cinema.
How's it going,
What's
man?
up, dudes? What is up, my guy? You've been coming back ever since you came the first time a couple weeks ago, I think. Love to see you back at the channel, my guy. He says, I'm rewatching Daredevil right now on Disney Plus. Oh, that's right. If you guys didn't know, today actually is the day that all
Oh,
of the
was it
Netflix
today?
stuff, yeah, it has become available on Disney Plus. So I don't
Hmm.
know if Punisher is on there, to be completely honest. I think that's the only one that's not on there. But I know for sure Daredevil, Luke
Yeah,
Cage, Jessica Jones, and the white dude that's a ninja.
Iron Fist.
Uh, Iron Fist. Iron Fist, yeah.
Hmm.
And then
This is
I
the
don't know if they have the
Yeah, I
Defenders
was
on
about to
there.
ask the Defenders, but
I think they have the Defenders show on there. I mean, the Defenders, yeah, it was a show, but it was like a movie
mhm.
show. Um, I think so, yeah. Oh, you found it? Awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, so that's League of Vanity. You can check us out on all socials at League of Vanity, League of Vanity. Yeah. And if you guys are gamers and all that stuff, we're always recruiting. You can send in clips and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that I want to start trying to do around here. Because as far as it goes with me, I do like multiple things, like to have multiple streaming platforms and podcasts and so on and so forth. So I want to really be able to kind of plug different stuff here and there for in here and in my other stuff, like I do already. But usually we just don't like if we talk about gaming stuff, I might bring it up. But if we're not talking about gaming stuff, I don't want to just be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, esports team in your face." You know what I mean? Like that's just not. Yeah. When it's Marvel time, it's Marvel time, baby. Punisher is on Disney Plus.
I think they added their all. I don't.
Hot Star.
I think it's been there for a while, but the parental guidance feature. So like, if it's anything higher than PG or PG-13, you have to put in a password to get permission.
So they don't have a children's section like everyone else does. They don't
I'm
have
pretty sure.
like
I'm pretty sure
Disney
they
Plus
do.
Kids.
I'm assuming they do.
Okay. Yeah,
But
that would make the most sense.
But if a kid knows how to navigate, they still would need that password to, assuming they don't know it already.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, because when Naruto came off of Netflix, Jay was jumping in my Netflix account like, bro, I'm watching Naruto. Yeah, tell him like, no, you can't do that. You got to stay in the kids section. And he was like, oh, all right.
Naruto is in the kid. Well, I guess
it's actually back in the kids section now.
Oh, okay.
They put it
like,
back in, and he was ecstatic when they put it back in. He's been binge watching it. Akash says, "Is Iron Fist Marvel movies? Iron Fist.
It's actually a big influence in the Marvel comics, right?
It is a big, yeah. He's a big dude in the comics, but he's not for. They didn't do his good.
Honestly, out of all the Netflix Marvel stuff, Iron Fist is probably the worst one, in my opinion.
Not probably, it is 100% the worst one.
I wasn't a fan of for me. I honestly wasn't a fan of Jessica Jones or
Jessica Jones was
Luke
decent.
Cage either. The only one I was really kind of blown away with. The only two was Punisher and Daredevil. Those are the two that really kind of locked me in. But I watched the others because it's Marvel.
Yeah.
But in comparison, though, they're probably as good, if not better, than some of the Disney Plus shows we've gotten.
For sure.
Like really thinking about it, like I would much rather
sure.
Iron Fist than watch Hawkeye again.
The Netflix Marvel shows blow the Disney shows out of the water, low key. Like, not even gonna lie to you, because the way that the Netflix Marvel shows is how Disney barely just started doing their movies and stuff. Like we've talked about this before on a couple pop culture news updates. As far as the comic book feel, this lasts like 2 years. Well, not 2 years because we didn't have movies for a whole year, but like Spider-Man, even Eternals in its own way. Just these different Marvel movies that we've gotten since Endgame, they've all felt like a comic book. It feels like a comic book. Seeing Daredevil catch a brick and say I'm a good lawyer, it's like a panel out of a comic book. Seeing the 3 Spider-Men run and jump and swing, it was like scenes from a comic book, literally. And I don't feel like all the time before, like we got like in the Infinity Saga, it didn't happen too much. Like I feel like they were trying to be movies more than comic book movies, but they were like trying to be movies with comic book characters. Yep. That's what like Marvel was trying to do before, and it worked in a lot of places, like not Falcon and Winter Soldier, but the Winter Soldier. You know what I mean? Even like all those different ones. But when it comes to these new ones, like, bro, we're straight out of like it's comic bookville. And the Netflix shows, it was literally comic book panels of seeing all these characters get together. And then the Defenders. Did you watch the Defenders, Bat?
I did. I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but it was good.
You weren't a big fan?
It was good, but I didn't like it for the same reasons I wasn't a big fan of like Iron Fist and
Jessica Jones.
Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
They weren't like Luke Cage either?
I wasn't that big of a fan of it.
What? Wow.
Maybe I need to rewatch it.
Luke Cage is pretty solid. Mahershala Ali is
because he's like the main gang.
He's the main villain. Yeah. He's the main villain. Yeah. He's like the kingpin.
Yeah.
Literally. That's basically, he's like a black kingpin. He's solid though. I like that show more than I liked Black Lightning. I couldn't finish Black Lightning.
Oh, dude, I loved Black Lightning.
Maybe that's what it is. Then. Maybe that's what it is. That's what because they're the same show to me. Dude. But I definitely prefer Luke Cage over Black Lightning.
I could definitely see the similarities,
the parallels.
But Black Lightning definitely pulled me in. I don't know what that show did different, but I
It did
loved that.
something though,
It did, I
huh?
loved that one way better. Uh, I haven't finished it though. I still need to finish it, but I loved that show so much.
I heard
Uh,
that one got pretty dope as well.
I think it got canceled, right?
I think it did get canceled.
Because it was going, and
I
then they
think
canceled it pretty
I think
recently.
something happened to somebody. I think I don't know for sure, but I feel like something happened to one of the actors, or one of them may have gotten canceled, something like that. I'm not sure
Mhm.
though, but I just feel like it was something on the lines of that. Um, uh,
All right.
Alrighty,
So do we
let's.
have? I think we have a couple questions, right?
Yeah,
In
we
the
do
in
have
the
a couple
Discord.
questions, yo. So from the Discord, um, Akash said, "Do you guys live together? What is the first Marvel movie you watched? First superhero movie you've watched? Would you watch the upcoming Indian superhero movie by Sony, Sakti Man? When will you set up a tour? And what is the special? What is special about the 1K celebration?" So let's take it from the top. Renato said Black Lightning is trash. LOL.
You know, I don't
I
know.
just
I don't know
I don't
what it
know if it
is.
was trash, but I knew I didn't like it as much as I like Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, just personally. He said, I don't know what it is, but that's
You
my
know.
guilty pleasure.
Yeah. It's a good show. It's a good show.
So first off, do you guys live together? No, no,
No.
sir.
No. We live on a
That would
complete
be dope if we
opposite
had like
side
a
of town.
freaking Marvel Bros type house. That would be dope as
That
hell.
would be kind of lit.
We actually might be able to get a lot more content done like that. Just come in. All right, bro. I'm coming right now. Let's go record. Record for an hour and then go about our day of work. Yeah, we live in the same town though.
Yeah.
So we go and see we go and see we've seen every movie that has came out basically together
Yeah.
since like the middle of last year, I want to say.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
even before that.
Since
Whenever the
after,
theaters opened again, that's
yeah.
when we haven't stopped going since then.
Yeah.
Until well, we kind of did, but not really, because there wasn't really anything that good that was coming out. We had a dry
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah. But
um,
yeah, even then, we got
mhm,
like even like we don't live together, we make it work, and this platform has made that possible. So yeah.
for real. For real. Shout out to Restream. If you guys ever are trying to sponsor somebody, you can definitely sponsor us because we are dedicated, as you know, because we have talked to you guys many, many times about many different things.
Oh, yes.
Okay. What is the first Marvel movie you watched? That
Pretty sure it was Iron Man.
really?
Yeah.
You didn't see like Blade
Oh, I'm sorry.
or the other
I'm sorry.
Punisher? Because those are all
I
Marvel
did see
movies
Blade.
and
I think was
Fantastic
because
Four,
Blade
X-Men.
came out before any of them did,
Mhm.
and so I loved the first. I loved the Blade trilogy that we got. I know it gets a lot of hate. Gets a lot of
Mhm.
hate. But I love those movies back in the day. I haven't watched them since. It's been a long time since I rewatched them. If I
For
watched
real.
if I watched any of them recently, it was the last one, Blade Trinity, which probably gets the most hate out of all of them.
Is
For
that
some
the one
reason.
when Brett turns into the blood tornado?
No, that's the first one.
Oh,
But this is the one with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
um,
but yeah, man.
yeah. My first Marvel movie that I watched was I can't remember which one of them it was, but it was the X-Men movie. And I specifically remember falling in love with Marvel at the like I had already loved Marvel stuff from like the
Hmm.
TV shows and some comics, but seeing this scene, like it was like, oh yeah, bro, this is life. When Nightcrawler is
In the White House.
going through the White House teleporting everywhere and just murdering or taking out all of the Secret Service. I thought he was murdering them when I was a kid. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. But when I was a kid, he was murdering everyone. And I was like, oh my, this is the best thing that I've ever seen in my
Hmm.
life. And he was just, phoom, 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 phoom. I was like, yo, and he grabbed someone and would just flip them, and then teleport in the middle of doing the flip, and then the dude just keeps flying, and now he's over there. Like, bro, my brain couldn't handle it. Like, and ever since then, I've been humongous nerd, yo. Like,
hmm
huge nerd.
Um,
I really love that one.
what's it called? In terms of like, because like Blade was like the first. Because when did the first? No, Blade
Wait,
was the first.
what? My bad. The comment just got me off guard.
Blade was the first one that I had watched. I think two though had a scene that really kind of stuck with
Mm,
me in terms of like that trilogy.
mm.
And it was I don't remember the specifics, but Ron Perlman was involved. They were in like the tunnels fighting like hordes
Oh,
of vampires, and like
okay.
all of them kind of making the last stand, just kind of putting in work trying to survive and get out. Definitely a highlight for me within that
Mm,
trilogy. But Blade definitely kind of set the bar for me in terms of like what I really liked with. With that said, we haven't really got anything like that in Marvel.
yeah.
Uh, but like in terms of like how I got to where I'm at today, like with Marvel Bros and stuff, uh, I just watch trailers all the time.
Mm,
And watching those trailers, I was like, man, I would love to start reacting to trailers. And that's kind of what got me into this. You
okay,
know,
okay. Yeah, that's and then on the other side of that, like I was always like going in depth to find out every like minute detail I could about Marvel stuff. Like that's what I was watching. Like I'm watching all the breakdowns. I'm watching all of the breakdowns of the old comics and the new comics, the ones that I have read, the ones that I haven't read, just everything, yo. And I that's kind of where that's because that like now that I think about it, now that you said that, it really makes sense how like we really are two sides of what we have like what it is now because like you literally you're all about the trailers and we both are awesome with everything that we do there and then I'm all about figuring out the characters and then we're both awesome with what we do there. Yo, it's awesome, yo. Yo, shout out to Battery CEO. He's an awesome guy. He gets up all of our stuff, all the news. He posts it. My G's been doing his thing, yo. He's been doing his
appreciate
thing.
it. Appreciate it.
Much love, much love. Oh, and then real quick, what you made me think of was one of my favorite scenes as well when I was a kid, though, is Ultraviolet. Have you seen that movie?
You know,
Ultraviolet, where she's like a vampire and shit, and she oh my god.
I okay. See, I didn't even know she was a vampire, but I do
I'm pretty
remember
sure she's a vampire if I'm not mistaken. It's something
the
like that.
the actor in there is either the girl from Underworld or the girl from
I think it is.
Resident Evil.
E- yeah, I think she's
It's
yes,
one of the two.
yes, yes. It
I'm
is. No,
pretty
I
sure.
think it's either her or that's the one that's in Eon Flux. But I'm
Oh
not
shoot,
sure because
I don't even know.
Ultraviolet and Eon Flux are
But
very similar type of
mhm,
movies. But yo, when she had like SMGs that had like swords on the end of the
mhm.
clips, and she was like on the end of the gun, and she was like shooting and slicing at the
Mhm.
same, bruh. Oh my god, like bro, these were moments that really got that. Like as even as a kid, I was like trying to write a book. It was only recently when I actually got like the foundation of everything that I wanted to do with it. But like, yo, that it was stuff like that when I was like, oh yeah, bro, I definitely want to. If I could write something like that or create a movie and people be able to see it and feel the way that I'm feeling, oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Hey, Cinema, you're not lying there. He says Charlie Cox was a perfect casting. Yeah, yeah, literally, bro. He's like one of those actors, like where it's all like, oh yeah, you're Daredevil now.
Yeah. Yeah. His whole career. Now Daredevil. You know.
Yeah, yep, you're Daredevil from now on. Um, Samurai said, I saw a deleted scene from No Way Home, and Andrew Garfield said, if you need us, you know where to find us. Ooh,
I like that. I think the
that's really
digital
cool.
version just came out the other day. I don't know if the DVD is out yet, but I think the digital
Ooh,
you could buy the digital version now, right now.
oh yeah, that's awesome. Comic Cinema said the girl from Resident Evil. The next part of the question, would you watch the upcoming Indian superhero movie by Sony Sakti Man? You know what? We still
We
haven't watched
yeah,
the other one. And
Manali.
we yeah, Manali Murray, Manali
I
Murali,
think someone had mentioned it in the comments.
I think it's Manali Murali, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Manal Murley.
I think that's what it is. It's on Netflix. And we've been meaning to watch it. We just haven't got to it yet.
That thing is 2 hours and 30 something minutes. That's the only reason why we haven't really got to it. And we wanted to watch it and do like a video
Live,
for you
yeah.
because there was a lot of you guys that wanted us to watch that. Because surprisingly, we actually have a pretty big presence in India when we look at our numbers. United States, United Kingdom, India, and there was another one that I can't think of, but it's yeah, I can't think of what it is, but it's South something. But yeah, so we really want to watch that movie, but it's just so long, and we might have to watch it separately and then come together and do a discussion about it, possibly. But we're not sure when that
that's
may
like
happen
during
because
the
there's
week.
so much stuff happening right now.
Yeah. Just like
The
with
Boys
time
is
with
about to
work,
start.
school. Yeah.
Halo starting next week, and we have Moon Knight, and then literally after that, it's Morbius, and then right after that, we have Doctor Strange coming later on in that year, and then actually after Morbius, we have the one that we just watched, bro, Miss Marvel, because I'm pretty sure that's April 8th, and then that's going until that was June. So what's April? April is Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is solid. Go watch that trailer. That was really good.
Yep.
The new one. Well, we have the first one, and then there should be a new one coming out any day now.
Couple days.
But no, I haven't even heard of Sakti Man, actually.
We'll have to put that on the list and
yeah, we're gonna have
trailer out.
Put that on the list. I was thinking about possibly watching some trailers with you guys here, possibly, maybe, but I don't want this to get flagged. So, and I wouldn't know which trailer to watch. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So. It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's just how YouTube be tripping. When will you set up a tour? Man,
a tour.
We are like I don't. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That would be awesome to do Marvel Bros live somewhere and have like an audience there. I would not. I'm not lying. I would be so
that'd
for that.
That'd be kind of lit, you know.
If you guys can make that happen, then we'll do it. You feel me? If we ever get to that point, I will definitely do everything
Comic-Con?
in my power.
Yeah.
To
Star Wars
get
celebration
away from it. Yeah. Hey, don't play with me. I'll be there. I'll be dressed up like freaking Mace Windu's son. Don't freaking play with me, budgie. Just with locks. But that would be dope. I've seen a lot of other podcast-esque things like become live shows where they go on the freaking road and hit city by city. I could not imagine that becoming like a part of our life, to be completely honest. That's wild.
That's like, once every summer or once a year type of thing with the way, how things are. Because
literally, unless they're like, hey, here, I'll give you guys, 30 bands each, then we might have to talk about that.
Yeah, we might have to have that conversation. Yeah, it's a legitimate conversation.
That is a legitimate conversation for sure. Shit, if they say 15 each, I'm gonna be like, hey, look, bro.
Yeah. This could be interesting.
Hey, this could be interesting. 6 months, a different city every week. Man, I couldn't imagine. That would be dope, though. But for real, if you guys, check out our Patreon and all that type of stuff, check out Marvel Bros merchandise. We may be able to do stuff like that, and if we get enough people up in here and enough followers, that one thing that I think we've talked about this before as well that we really would like to do is have like a movie group thing to where we go to like LA or something, and then just have everyone meet up and do like we're Marvel Bros and we're going to like, this is the super fam and we're about to go watch a movie together. That would be freaking awesome. But as far as like tour, I don't think that's in the cards for us personally. Yeah. But I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
Yeah, one day maybe we'll see.
Akash says Sakti Man was first superhero movie and it was ended in 2006. Now it's coming to the big screen. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, yo. I really like that. Okay, and then what is special about the 1K celebration?
I think for any YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
hitting that mark is hard.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of time. And for me, I think that's what makes that moment super special.
Mm-hmm.
Is the amount of time, effort, and energy that we put into this. Is good. We're kind of start seeing that kind of payoff.
Yeah.
Because if you guys don't know, on YouTube, once you hit 1,000 subscribers and a couple other different markers, which we've already hit, so all
Yeah,
we need
we've
is
been
1,000.
hit those markers
Yeah,
like 2 or 3 months ago.
yeah. You can get money through ads on YouTube.
Mm.
And that's and it'll be interesting to see how that kind of pays off. Once
Mhm.
we hit that mark, we don't generate hundreds of thousands of views, but what we do, we enjoy what we do. And
Yeah.
I'm very grateful to even be in that situation to where we're like, YouTube's can start paying us. It might not be a lot, but it'll make a
And we do
difference.
get money from our podcast as well, which is
Yeah.
also not a lot, but I'm pretty sure we'll get more from YouTube for sure than we do from our podcasts.
Yeah.
And the next, and then after that, the next mark is really just getting people to be like, "Hey, will you guys do an ad for our business?" And we go a lot of local places out here, so it's not against. It's not like they wouldn't do it,
Yeah.
So I think that's one of our next markers as well. With my marketing business as well, being able to be like, "Hey, this episode is sponsored to you by Burger Time, my G. They're fire. Go get their pastrami burger."
The triple pastrami bacon melt. Yo, it's legendary. All right. You might get a heart attack, but it's legendary. All right. Just putting that out there. All right. If you guys are ever in Merced, California, in the US, Burger Time. All right. Triple bacon pastrami burger. Remember that. All right.
They said, "Remember that."
Remember that.
Yo, for real though. No cap. But yeah, yo. We love what we do. It's awesome, and to be able to get, man, we get $1 from something. We're like, "Oh, let's go, bro. We made
Yeah.
$1."
It's a very proud moment.
It's like, yo, we made $1. Like our first donation. Shout out to my mom, me Mizzle. I'm pretty sure she made a $10 donation, and then Creeper Tux, our mod around here. He donated. I think he donated like $1.50. You feel me? Hey,
always appreciated.
We made $3 1 month off a podcast, I think, and we was like, "Oh, let's go." The next time, and the next thing we're gonna look, and then we're gonna have a good $50 to go to the bar or something and get a drink, or just keep it in the Marvel Bros account so we don't have to pay for something 1 month. Or something, it's a vibe, man. We're chilling. It's love out here.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know, we pay for Restream. We pay for Restream. We pay for our podcasting stuff. And it's a lot, but it's worth what we do. Worth it for what we do, and for the joy that we get out of it, and for the potential for it one day and really kind of pay off, and to where it starts paying off for itself. It's gonna be an awesome moment. I can't wait.
And it's gonna happen for sure.
I feel it, man.
If you guys don't know yet, we do have Marvel Bros merch available on our website, so you should definitely check that out. It's pretty saucy, not gonna lie. There's
new
a sweater
website, by the way.
Yeah. New website. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking like you guys know about it. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Check out the new website. We do have a new one. Let me drop that link in there for you guys as well. Chicka blam. Check out the new website where you'll be able to give us your thoughts, and you'll be able to stay up to date with the news and stuff, and you'll get a little bit more than you get from our regular posts on Instagram and Twitter. You'll get a little, you ain't gonna get as big of a discussion as you would get here, of course, but you will get a little bit more info regarding whatever the news is that's going on. And in our Patreon, you'll see with the different tiers that you will get news first if you're part of our Patreon, way before anyone else. And you'll get all of the videos and our podcast, just all of that type of stuff. You'll get everything that we do before anyone else. And that's it. We want to make sure that we know that some people really want that extra stuff for real. And it's all good. Like, we have no issue with any of that. You'll be able to do. We'll be having private Q&As, private watch parties. We might move some of the watch parties to there because if you guys don't know, we can't do a watch party on every single thing, and of course, we can't watch it on YouTube just openly. So we do have a thing that we utilize to do watch parties. But in order for you guys to be a part of that with us, you got to be a part of the Patreon. You'll get the private sections of our Discord, all that good vibrational stuff. And there's gonna be like giveaways for patrons, all that awesome stuff, all of it. And we're planning on doing a giveaway for the 1K. I'm thinking we could do some merch. This is our Marvel Bros shirt that I got on right here with the new logo designed by yours truly. Wait, hold on. There you go. There you go. You can see a little bit more color with that. It's a little shiny. Look at that thing. That thing is beautiful. As well as some other things. That man, I gotta get that sweater. That's all I know.
Yeah, that sweater is kind of fire.
That sweater is crazy. You know what? Actually, we might be able to show you guys our site right here. I'm tripping.
Yeah, because it's a lot more intuitive than the one that we previously had. You know, this one you guys can make your own account, comment, have discussions on there if you guys want. If you guys want to write a review and post it on there, you guys are also able to do that. There's all kinds of different stuff that you guys are able to do on this website versus what you weren't able to do on the other one. So,
and I think it would be, I think it's a lot, it may be, I don't know, but I think it might be a lot more friendly to some of you guys who don't want to utilize Discord like that, you know? So it's all good. Here's the site, baby. You see, you'll have a trailer reaction on there. This one is, I believe it's the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi one. You can check out our podcast and all of that. The latest news, and then you can see, you can click it, then check it out, and then you can share it on your stuff. You can create a post. Well, no, you guys, I don't think anyone can just create because this is specifically for the news that we post. So not anyone can just create here, but in the forum section, that is where you'll be able to do it at here, where the rules are and the discussions, and you can make your own post, comment, upvote other people's stuff, kind of like a Reddit deal a little bit. Not no cap. It's pretty much like Reddit in the forum section. And then the podcast, like we were talking about just now, you can come over here and you see you got all the past podcast episodes for you guys to be able to listen to. And then this is my pride and joy, baby. I spent a lot of time doing this merch. No cap. It was ridiculous. It was a ridiculous amount of time, a ridiculous amount of days getting all this stuff together. You got the Sensei intro. What is up, super fam? Because you know that's what I say, and you know what Battery says, man. How's it going, everyone? You feel me? Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna be trademarked these days. Speaking of trademark, no. Renato said that sweater is ridiculous. Yeah, that sweater goes crazy, bro. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's me. Where did it go? Oh, I closed it. I was like, what? There we go. This is better. Got the all things Marvel and everything pop culture, and of course they come in different colors. And then you have women's designs as well for the women's shirts, at least, because I know some females like to just get men's sizes smaller, and some females like to have the ones that fit their bodies accordingly. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of everything for everybody there. Because my wife, she'll want both. She'll wear my shirt, and then she'll get a shirt for her, but still end up wearing my shirt because she like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Welcome to Marvel Bros. The pop culture newspaper, baby. Samurai said fire merch. Thank you, my G.
Appreciate it.
Love. Spoiler alert. You guys know we don't be doing the spoilers around here, man. Are you guys married? Not me and Battery, yo. Me and my wife. Like I have a wife, and me and her are married.
Oh, that's funny. I wasn't ready.
Hey,
I was
yo.
not ready.
I was like, "Are you guys married? What?" I love this long sleeve. This is one of my favorite ones, yo. The All Things Marvel and Everything Pop Culture long sleeve. That thing is beautiful. I like this one. I think it's the next one. This one. Oh, look at it, yo.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yo, we gotta take some Christmas pics with this one. I can see it right now. It's gonna be awesome.
That thing is fire, yo. That thing is fire. Yeah, yep. There's more and stuff, but you guys can check out the rest if you guys would like to. You just check out the website, y'all. It is there for you to explore and whatnot. Podcast is on there, all of that. What? Battery is married to Jessica Chastain.
I feel like I know this name.
Yo,
I know who this person is. Who is this person?
The Daily Show. She's on the Daily Show. I've seen this person somewhere before. I don't feel like I've ever seen the Daily Show.
This is not her name. Wait.
That's what it says. Jessica Chastain, yo.
Oh, she looks very similar to. No shot. This is Jessica. What? That's her name? No way.
Hey, I guess you learn something new every day.
Hey, I ain't lying. She's one of my favorite actresses.
Snap!
Just saying.
Snap.
I don't. Jennifer Lawrence is my top though. Like Jennifer Lawrence has always been my top.
Jennifer Lawrence. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Jennifer Lawrence. Ever since what movie was it? Because there was a moment where she just kept pumping out movies. Oh my gosh, my laptop's not plugged in. I need to plug it in.
Sure.
Silver Linings Playbook. I think that was when I kind of started first watching her movies. And after that, she started pumping out all kinds of movies. Lately, she's kind of have. I think the last movie she did was X-Men, The Dark Phoenix. But since then, she hasn't been in a whole lot. But I think she's working on some projects right now, so it'll be interesting to see what's up. But let me plug in my laptop because I completely forgot to plug that in.
Yeah, get her done. Everywhere you look. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share, and make sure you check us out on all of the social media stuff at Marvel. Nope, that's not the right one. Where you at? That one. At Marvel Bros. Nope, that's not it either. This one. There you go. Bam. We got a whole bunch of new stuff and new everything. So it's gonna take us a little second to figure out where everything is. Okay. But yeah, check us out. Wait, where's that? Boom, at Marvel Bros. That is boom, shaka pow. So earlier I was talking about, speaking of trademark, yo. So if you guys don't know, before we were on YouTube as heavily as we are now, we were actually on Facebook instead. We would go live on Facebook, and before we were popping on Facebook. And we were doing pop culture news updates, as well as a show locally created by some people that goes to the UC out here, and to the college out here, called the Grimoire Chapters. And we would review that web series, and we would also do pop culture news updates. That came along later though. But all of a sudden, we're like, it would stop letting us go live on Facebook and didn't tell us why.
Yeah.
And then still have no idea what happened. So we had 300 plus on there, maybe 4. I don't even know, because it was growing a lot. Like every day it felt like we were growing.
Yeah, it was probably the biggest in terms of like follower count we had on Facebook.
Yeah.
like between Twitter, Instagram. Yeah,
Mhm.
this is,
And then they stopped letting us go live, so we were like, what's going on? I think they stopped letting you post on there as well,
yep.
so
Couldn't
we couldn't
post.
post any news on there. And then we were like, what's going on? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to message Facebook. No one's replying. I already have to deal with Facebook with clients that I have, because some of my clients just be tripping and don't really know what's going on. And I've had like clients accidentally have like thousands of dollars owed to Facebook because they don't know how to utilize the ads and things like that properly, and I have to fix it for them. So I know that Facebook is not like, it's not customer service friendly, for a lack
At
of
all.
better words. So basically I was like, well, bro, I don't know what we can do, but maybe wait and see what happens, and hopefully they release it one day. And then they didn't. And
Yeah.
the next thing I know, they let us go live one day, but it was on the actual Facebook page, not our Facebook group page. Like, not our Facebook page. It was like a real Facebook profile, not the Facebook page. So I'm like, what's going on? I go in. I'm like, bat. I just texted him one day. I think he was at school at the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
bat. They deleted our Facebook, bro, and they didn't say anything about it.
Yep.
And then, yeah, cue the world's smallest violin, yo, because I was heartbroken.
Yeah, it was
We were,
it was a crushing moment. And
yeah.
this is literally 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Like a week to 2 weeks ago, this happened. And during the pop culture news, because we didn't have that conversation, like, hey, do we include it? Do we not?
Yeah.
But now that you guys know, and we kind of rebranded, or like, we're still Marvel Bros, but we're, what our, in terms of like what our socials are and stuff like that, is going to be different.
Mhm.
For copyright issues,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Hopefully this is going to be continuing like another issue, but
Yeah.
we're pretty sure we're good.
Yeah.
Right?
We should be good.
We should be good.
Marvel apparently owns the word Marvel all the way. Like, you can't even. I guess you gotta give them bitches 2 cents every time you say Marvel or something, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, at
It's
least in the sense
crazy.
that we use it, we
Yeah.
can't use it
Yeah.
from what we understand.
Yeah. And which
It's
makes sense. You can't. It makes sense because they're Marvel, but at the same time, it's like Marvel is a whole word. You're just gonna make it to where no one else can use a word ever again. That's crazy. Hey, it'd be like that. Yo, what is up, Beskar
how's it
Batman?
going, man? Good to see you again.
Hello there, Marvel Bros, and glad to have you back. Oh yeah, it's always good to see you in the chat, my man. But yeah, so that's why our Facebook got deleted without any say, is because we had the name Marvel in there, and they were like, you can't impersonate Marvel. And it's like, yo, yeah, we're talking about Marvel news and stuff, but not once have we been like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we are Marvel
we are
Studios,
Marvel
folks.
Studio.
It's
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
Yeah,
So as far, and then especially when we're in the road that we're going, and when we can actually start getting like revenue and stuff, because we're trying to work with a couple of the comic book places out here as well. We want to make sure that we're good, and that we don't have to really worry about anything, like, because I didn't know we had anything to worry about before. So to just kind of wake up, and all of that hard work that we put in our Facebook, because that was our primary platform for a while, and
yeah,
we were doing wonderful numbers on there in terms of likes, in terms of views. Everything was always really good, no matter what it was. But now, now YouTube is our main platform, and YouTube has been showing us a lot of love. But we have a new Facebook account now, and check that one out. This is what it is on Facebook. Check that out and help us get our love back. I think
yeah,
we're already at like 30 or 30 plus followers on there, and I
yeah,
just created it today, so we're booming. Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
Akash. That's
Yeah,
why.
and we just haven't
Yep,
told
that
you
is
guys
why.
until this moment now, because
Yeah.
uh, yeah, it's just literally a very bitter moment for the channel,
Oh yeah.
when that happened. But
Yeah.
here we are
We
now,
were furious. We were
stronger
furious.
than ever,
Oh
coming back.
yeah.
Take this, Facebook. Uh, Watch me go back tomorrow. Delete. Yo. Could you
Like, we're
imagine?
watching you. We're freaking
We're
watching
watching
you.
your asses. Oh, that'd be wild.
But yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy and it was awesome. It's been a crazy, awesome journey.
Yeah.
But let's get on to the next question from Creeper. Creeper says, "What happened to those two other guys in your first videos?"
I was waiting for this
Yo.
question all day. I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about it. Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't want to trash this particular person.
Yeah, I don't want to talk
'Cause
down on anyone either.
on anyone, they both, provided like the fundamental helped build this channel at the very beginning, with the 4 or 5
Yeah.
videos that they were in at the beginning,
Yeah.
Uh
And Renato is one of those people in the
yeah.
chat. Renato is good. It's all love. That's my cousin.
Yeah.
There was no bad blood left between us. At the time, he was just working a lot
Yeah,
and in
it's working a lot.
Stockton.
Yeah.
And it just was like, oh, well, all righty.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna make it a two-man thing. And then honestly, the vibe between us on the two-man thing and everything just kind of worked out
Yeah.
for us as far as it goes with Renato, my
Yeah.
bro, my fam bam. But as far as the other guy, I'll
Yeah,
let Battery go ahead and take the reins on
as
that
far
one.
as Ravguard goes, that was his name.
Yes.
Good best friend, probably like brothers.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, he's kind of stabbed us in the back. That's kind of how, that's all I wanted to say about it because I really don't want to get into specifics and tear him down.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he really stabbed us in the back, stabbed me in the back as my best friend. And ever since then, he's been out of my life.
Yeah. It was definitely a wild time, and
it
it
almost
was
destroyed the channel.
surprising. Yeah, it did. It did.
It really did kill the channel for a long time.
No, I was about to say it wasn't even almost because it was a struggle for a while there, and we were really like doing our hardest. Like we were really doing our hardest to get everything back. And don't get me wrong, we succeeded with everything that we were trying to do, but it was like that time was just so hard but at the same time it brought us even closer together because we had to really like buckle shit down.
Yeah, we also didn't have Restream, which
oh, that's true.
If we had Restream back then, holy crap.
Oh my god,
I can't imagine.
Yeah, we would have had
we probably would have been 1,000 already if we had Restream back then.
For sure. If we didn't, no hate to Lightstream either, because Lightstream was awesome and they definitely helped as well with the foundation of the channel. But it was just when it came to a lot of the stuff that we're doing, being able to showcase your guys' comments, even all of this awesome stuff, we just weren't able to do that with Lightstream. But Restream has definitely made it capable to do amazing things.
Yeah, and just to reiterate again, I'm not trying to talk down on anyone. He was my best friend. I have nothing but love for him, but he just couldn't be a part of the channel after what happened, and that's just kind of how it went down. But here we are, stronger than ever.
Yeah,
and hopefully we can see continued growth. And even when we don't, we're gonna keep doing this because we love doing it.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like anything is going to be slowing down the way you guys are coming back as well. And you guys really, really help us with what we do here for real. Because don't get me wrong, me and Battery can talk, man. We can talk. Because even when we first started out, we didn't always have people in the comment section talking back to us. It was literally just me and him talking about what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. And the day we had one person in there talking to us, it was immediately amazing. It was like, oh yeah, this is what we want to do for sure. This is awesome.
Was it Justice? It was Justice, right?
It was Justice.
And if it wasn't Justice, he was among the top 2 or 3 people to start commenting and really kind of get involved with us. And man, it's been a road.
Yeah. Akash and Justice for sure. We if there's anyone else that we're not remembering, it's only because Akash and Justice we're showing up and showing out every video, literally. As soon as the video starts, they're in there, they're talking to us. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah, and then and then since then we've just got so many more.
Yeah, there's a lot of you guys that come back.
It's just crazy. One day we're at 100 subscribers, and then 2 weeks later, we're sitting at like 400, and we're like, bro, what just happened? Or we're streaming, and the next thing we know, we have like 150 people watching us talk, and we're like, oh my god! And then half of the 150 people actually subscribe, and it was just like, bro, this is crazy. We really and it was and it's just been growth ever since then,
Yep.
It was awesome. You guys are awesome. But yeah, that's the answer to that, Creeper. That's what happened to those two other guys. Renato is still here. Ravgard is not still here. We're still here. The channel's still going, and we're still going strong. And let's move right along. Okay, so that's all of the Discord ones. And this one is a personal question that I have for us as well, because I don't think we've really like thought through this too much, but what was your favorite moment from the Marvel Disney Plus shows? Like, out of all the ones we got, what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment out of all the Disney Plus shows. You know what? It was I think it was the entirety of the season finale of Loki.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Because Loki, out of all the Disney Plus shows so far, has been my favorite. Probably might change with Moon Knight. I have faith Moon Knight's going to destroy all the others.
Yeah.
But what Loki did, like scale wise in terms of the entire MCU, was huge, and I think it did more of an impact than I think WandaVision did. WandaVision was just to tease the whole series, but Loki actually gave us something out of it.
That's true, bro.
Actually gave us cool stuff out of it, and
the different planets that we got to the planets and timelines that we got to experience from that show were crazy. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah.
That whole show was just a huge
TVA
journey. And it was that show that really kind of took us from 100 subscribers to 400 in like literally 2 to 3 weeks.
It was like literally, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And I think for me, that's why it's one of the greatest moments, because it really kind of took us to another level for the channel, but more so because, just what it did for the MCU to get us to where we're at. It's what got us excited for Spider-Man and for Doctor Strange.
Even without knowing, like, even though Spider-Man had like no ties to like what was really going on in there, it did though at the same time. We just
assumed at the time, like, oh my god, we're gonna see the results of this at Spider-Man. We didn't, but that's okay.
But we did see the variant thing actually occur in Spider-Man, which is only it's like everything set up everything else. So that I agree with what you're saying with that. That was solid. For me, I think that moment was freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that was so dope.
That's part of why I
was going crazy. I was like,
as a whole, that last episode with everything.
I told everyone. I was going crazy. Because so many people doubted me. I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys were here around then. But in the comments, a lot of the times when I would start talking about Kang, everybody would be like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see it." I was like, "Bro, we're seeing Kang and Loki, bro. I promise you." And when we saw him, and Jonathan Majors portrayed him perfectly, bro. One of the best. I mean, on par with Thanos being Josh Brolin. Like, bro's like on par with that, if not better. Like, to be completely honest, it was like he was the best of both of my favorite MCU villains, which is Ultron and Thanos. He was like both of them in one person. He had the cunning and the wit of James Spader, but like that vicious presence that Josh Brolin brought with Thanos. Oh, bro, immaculate. Yeah, but that might be my first one, but I gotta give my runner up though. Vision v Vision, baby. That was
I was gonna say that one too, man. I really was. But as a whole, I think what WandaVision did for me was a lot more upsetting. Big picture wise,
it was
because as the first show out to get, we thought it was gonna set the bar, right? And it just felt like we were lied to. Each episode. Not that each episode was horrible or not, but it just felt like they were toying with our emotions with that show. Since then, we now have lower expectations that don't allow us to get that crushed again. But
That's not true because I was crushed with Hawkeye. At least Hawkeye crushed me. Like I have never been the same since Hawkeye.
But yeah, but that moment though, awesome. And for Wanda as well. Like what that show does for Wanda is going to impact
Yes.
all of the MCU moving forward until she's either dead or kind of comes to her senses. Like that's the reality of the situation we're in right now. Because especially with like, that 7-year deal extension that
Oh yeah.
Olsen, I forget her
Yeah,
first name,
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen signed. So it's gonna be huge.
I'm feeling like she's really gonna take either the full-blown villain mantle, or she's gonna be or this is my theory, or she's gonna be the Magneto for the MCU.
Yeah,
And
I can see
and
that.
I don't, you know what I mean? I feel like that would make the most sense because we like if you guys go in back and look at like what I think the first video that we have on the channel is a reaction to Endgame. If I'm not mistaken, it's us talking about Endgame. And in that video, I specifically was like, bro, we are getting set up for the House of M to happen in the MCU 100%. And now we're really living in those times. So that's one thing that I've been wanting to do is go back to those videos and kind of get the things that we kind of thought and theorized and show how it actually came to fruition in the actual MCU over time, which was awesome. But yeah, yo, this yeah. That Vision v Vision was just so solid, especially with the Ship of Thesis reference and all of that type of stuff. And I think that was one of the like it was only such a letdown because everything had the seeds to be incredible,
Yeah.
but none of it actually came to full fruition.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the stuff that we saw in there even led us to like the setup and the things that we saw in What If. And that's kind of what I think we might have, I don't know. I feel like What If is the direct amalgamation of the events of WandaVision and Loki, being smashed together in one thing.
Yeah.
Samurai said, "How is y'all's day going?" Yo, the day is going smooth.
It's going good, man. It's going good.
Yeah. I've had a good last couple of days. We had like a little photo shoot yesterday at the comic book clubhouse out here. If you guys are out here locally, check them out for sure. They're awesome. Thank you to them for letting us come in there and shoot our pictures and whatnot. It was really the place was really nice in there too. Definitely want to go in there more. We were talking to them about actually utilizing that comic book store a little bit for us. So you guys might see us do a pop culture news update in a comic book store or something. That would be dope. Imagine if we just start getting people coming to the comic book store just to watch our episodes and stuff.
Hey, man, that'd be awesome.
That would be solid, bro. That'd be solid. Maybe cover comic book, that new comic book Wednesday or some stuff like that, here on the channel. Stuff like that would be dope. Get it popping out here. How was your day, Samurai? I hope you had a lovely day, bro. Thank you for asking. Beskar Batman said, kind of like the way Shazam had to ditch its Marvel ties. Yes, because Shazam was Captain Marvel before, similar to Captain Marvel Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
And I believe that is what actually initiated Marvel to really go ahead and trademark that. And in our research, in trying to figure out what we can do, we actually found out that Marvel and DC have a joint trademark over the word superhero, conjoined and separated, which is wild. So people can't just put superhero in the titles of stuff. And if they do, they could be subjected to being sued.
Yeah.
by Marvel and DC. And that happened in like the early 70s, if I'm not mistaken. So our entire existence, that's just never been a word that was proper. Like it's just such a high saturation of DC and Marvel that we never realized that no one else can say superhero. But if you think about it, and like the boys and all of that, they call them soups or superhumans or anything like that. Um, and another fun fact, Marvel also has a trademark on the word mutant. So yeah. Crazy.
It's interesting what you learn in this line of work. It's wild.
Insane. Ooh, I see you too, Renato. My man got the little feather in his ear. I like it. Kang is probably the biggest mic drop moment in the Marvel's cinematic multiverse. Loved Loki. Oh yeah, Beskar, you are 100% right about that. And we have some questions from the Loki series, specifically some questions from different subscribers and commenters in those videos, and we will go over that soon. But I kind of want to go down in the order of how the movies came out. So let's ask some questions about WandaVision. All right. Where is White Vision, Battery?
No idea.
Right? Isn't that like the biggest what the
They
what? Like
have done nothing with that information. Not mentioned once. I feel like if it's gonna show up, it's gonna show up in a movie, not in the shows. If maybe Doctor Strange, that might be a stretch.
you think he might end
But
up in space somewhere with Thor for some reason?
I'm thinking it might be the next big Avengers movie.
Oh,
Is that he shows up?
you think they're gonna save him for like a Captain Marvel type entrance?
Yeah.
Like, like
Unless we
just
find out
lasers
like
from
he
his eye.
destroyed himself for being like a walking contradiction, like what Vision
Mm,
kind of convinced him he was, and
yeah,
that could be the issue. But
mind vision.
I have no idea what's going to happen with him.
Uh, I think I think that if anything, I think it's very possible that we see White Vision pop up with the Thunderbolt team that is getting
Oh,
established in the background.
that could be
Um,
awesome.
I think that would be really freaking cool because you have him with those. I just love that. I love that whole Thunderbolt Dark Avengers. There we go. Have him be a Dark Avenger. Have him be recruited for some reason by Villanueva. I don't know why she would even be talking to him or where she would find him, but I feel like maybe it could be some scene like uh maybe it could be a scene where he's like going somewhere that he went with Wanda
Hmm.
and he's just standing there, and instead of like all of Shield coming, you see kind of like a Black Widow with the Incredible Hulk moment type of
Yeah,
thing. You know, like the shield is all hidden around, or sword or whatever they're going to be called is all hidden around, and she's just talking to him by herself, and then he does something, and then all the agents come out and aim their guns at him type thing. Get a little parallel.
yeah.
And I think that would be pretty. I think that would be pretty decent. I can't think of anywhere else it would be really beneficial for him to show up other than Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
That's another one that I really just feel like he could show up in because of the power levels of some of these characters that we're about to be getting. And
Hmm.
if not Thor: Love and Thunder, then what I think would also be really cool would be to have him pop up in Guardians of the Galaxy and have him fight Adam Warlock. That
Yeah.
would be freaking saucy. Oh my god! Like,
A lot could happen with this character, man. Because he was going off
oh
on
yeah,
our Vision. So I only can imagine if he's either gonna go on the good side, bad side, neutral.
mhm.
Is just gonna leave and destroy himself. Those are all interesting things that I'm kind of surprised they haven't really talked about at all.
Yeah,
With that
exactly.
said,
I feel that.
I don't think we're far enough in time within the MCU for
Oh,
it to even matter.
I
You know what I
always
mean?
forget about that. A lot of these things are happening
Like
like
at the same time. So
simultaneously. Yeah.
I think Doctor Strange is the first one possibly that kind of happens not too
After
long
other
after,
stuff.
or I don't know.
Because Doctor Strange is the only one that's like for sure post. WandaVision, post Loki, post
Post
Falcon
Spider-Man.
and Winter Soldier, post Spider-Man, all of these, Hawkeye including, because Hawkeye and Spider-Man took place concurrently, but not right one after the other. It's like Hawkeye happened, and then like 3 days later, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse happened. Not Into the Spider-Verse, what the hell? No Way Home happened. Renato says, if he shows up with Thor, I'ma love it. I think that would be awesome. Maybe he gets some calling to Thor because Thor helped give birth to the
Yeah.
first iteration of Vision. So he's like looking for his quote unquote dad. Maybe he finds out Iron Man's dead. And then he doesn't know where Bruce Banner is, and he ends up something's cosmically calling him to Thor. I don't know. That sounds really weird now that I said it out loud. But I still feel like, it could be a possibility. A possibility. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say. Beskar Batman, could White Vision show up in Armor Wars?
That's a good point. I forget about Armor Wars.
We don't know any. I was about to say, you know what? He could because I think that we had rumors that we're supposed to see
even
like
Ironheart
Williams. Yeah, I think Ironheart show up in there.
Yeah, but again, Marvel hasn't done anything revolving around that, at least as far as we know of. Even in Eternals, nothing happened. But I think Eternals was
That's
before
one of my biggest
the
gripes
events
so far. Is
and Peacemaker really kind of exposed Marvel for that for me. Like I never really thought about it, but then Peacemaker came out and they kind of showed what a show could look like when you integrate everything that's happened into one thing, and like all the references that you could do, and like I don't know, like just the way they kind of went about that.
Kind of did that with the whole when the what is it called? What do they call it when everyone came back?
Blip.
Is that the blip? Okay. When the blip happened, that they did that pretty good on WandaVision. They had like on the television screen, like the news kind of talking about the blip. But like we're saying though, it's not a big enough impact. We should hear about the Flag Smashers in Hawkeye. Like what the heck? Why didn't we hear about that? Like why aren't there references to a new Captain America or something? Like I don't understand. Like I think Eternals takes place before the Falcon and Winter Soldier does, if I'm not mistaken, and that's why they even say now that there's no Captain America, now that Captain Rogers is gone or whatever. But it just seems strange, man. Like Marvel has to start doing the blending, like you're saying that we got in Peacemaker, because they were talking about everything.
Yeah,
everyone was canon.
Yeah, and that was awesome. And I didn't realize that's what we needed until we watched Peacemaker, because it was one of the next to Wheel of Time. I mean, this Peacemaker came out this year, but compared to Wheel of Time, it's definitely up there in like my top two in the last 2 years. Peacemaker and Wheel of Time, easy. 100%. I'm feeling that that's going to change drastically in the next 2 months, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. Next question though. Where's Monica?
Like
the last time we saw Monica, she left with the scroll, got beamed up to possibly who we assume is Nick Fury. I believe in our trailer reaction for Miss Marvel that we did the other day, I believe that I said something about possibly seeing Monica show up in the show instead of Cap. Yeah, that's what happened, because I think you were like, it would be dope to see Captain Marvel, and then I said I think it would be dope to see Monica make an appearance in there, and you said and have her kind of shatter her world of what she thinks about Captain Marvel, while also giving us the backstory of why she doesn't like Captain Marvel. And I think all of that would be beautiful. I think that's a beautiful blend, I guess you could say. But yeah, other than that, I think she might just be in space, just waiting for Secret Invasion, and then that's the next time we see her.
Watch. She was called on by the Illuminati as a witness to figure out what's going on Earth before they like capture people to start going and putting them in jail. Like, yo, like what if that's like so she got finessed, pulled up on the witness stand.
Dang, that would be pretty crazy.
But I don't know where she'd be at though. For sure, other than Nick Fury, I really don't know where else. If it's not Nick Fury, it's the Illuminati. For sure, calling her to figure out, yo, who's this Wanda? Right? She's causing problems for us. We got to deal with this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Holy moly. No, yeah. No, yeah, bro. Yeah, 100%. That seems like that's what's going on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The
Like
same
that
way
might be
that
the
Doctor
situation.
Strange got arrested type of thing and got brought there by Mordo. Maybe she gets arrested. Okay, yes. Yeah. No, yeah. Yep. I would be 100% down for that. No
That could be
cap.
pretty
That
cool.
sounds
I'd be down for that.
Mhm. That sounds like some good storytelling. No cap. No cap. I really would like that. And I think that Monica needs to become like she needs to get her own movie or something because I really liked her character from WandaVision.
Yeah.
And I feel like she didn't get enough. She didn't get enough love though at the same time. Uh WandaVision really messed with our hearts, dog. I can't lie. Like that
It really
scarred
did.
us.
It really did.
Yeah. Especially the whole boner thing and that not really being Quicksilver. Like they just they just wanted to slap us in the face. But once again, that was them showing us variants that later led into Loki with more variants, leading into Spider-Man with more variants, gonna be leading into Doctor Strange with even more variants. So it's just kind of it was the first. I never even thought about it like that until I just said it, but that was the first time that Marvel let us know there are variants of these other characters that are even have the same powers somehow. In this world, quote unquote, in this universe, quote
Yeah.
unquote. Where are Wanda's kids? Where are her kids, yo? We definitely hear them kind of shouting out at the end of WandaVision when she's doing her meditation thing.
It's Mephisto.
uh,
I don't know, man. I know who's the dude who made the Dark World again?
Cathan.
Chthon, I think.
Mhm.
Or Cthulhu or Chthon?
Cathan.
Chthon. Okay, Chthon might be the
My guy said
person.
Cthulhu.
I don't know why I have Cthulhu in my head,
Because
but
Jonathan Majors is in Lovecraft Country that has Cthulhu in it.
yeah, but maybe that because we see the Darkhold at the end of
Mhm.
WandaVision. That could be what's going on. Um, but I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't. Maybe an alternate reality. Remember, like, okay, so if we look at the trailer for Doctor Strange, the latest one, they're
Yeah.
in like an alternate reality where like everything's kind of destroyed or diminished. It's like the
Mhm.
uh, I, I, I'm gonna assume it's like the space in between different universes that's just jumbled with destroyed universes, crumbled stuff. Very
Oh,
similar to the planet that we saw in Loki
Sakar. Oh,
when
not
when
Sakar.
they get zapped away to get deleted
Oh,
basically. I
yes.
think a very similar space like that, that's where her kids are. Uh
Mm. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. I'm thinking, and okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Do you remember when I was like, bro, if you look in Wanda's eyes in the trailer, you'll see the prison like cells and you'll see that Doctor Strange love interest from his movie is actually working there like with the
mm,
Ultron bots and there's people in the cells to the left and right of her. What if her kids are in one of those cells as well and that's why she's there? Because they're calling
like
out to her.
like her real
She's
kids that
no, her kid, the kids that she had in WandaVision are
mm,
that's where they went after the events of WandaVision. Is like
mhm.
because I'm thinking that the Illuminati would not be in an actual dimension either. I'm thinking that they would be like how He Who Remains is and have like some type of pocket dimension outside of reality, or maybe they're even in like the quantum realm or something
Mhm.
like that. Maybe that's the city that we saw in Ant-Man. It's actually the Illuminati's whole little city
Yeah.
in there or something like that. But I feel like for whatever reason, the kids went there. Maybe they have some TVA type of thing going on.
Mhm.
Um, for the multiverse, and they've been kind of going, but instead they get all the powerful people. Like they go and collect the strong and make
Yeah.
sure that, or at least the reality warping ones that have these nexus beings, quote unquote. Um, and I'm thinking maybe something like that, and that's why she's there, and that's why she's so angry, because they have her kids, or they know how to get her kids back.
Yeah, I don't know. Or the others. This is what I was kind of alluding to. It's very similar to yours, but I was thinking that in another reality, Wanda actually does have those kids and not just makes them out of her head. And those kids are the ones that are in prison and not the ones that she made. But they look exactly the
Oh,
same. That's kind of what I'm thinking might happen if that's the case.
like they're
So
so
they're
variant
variants
children.
of her kids. Yeah. Like I
Okay.
don't think there were her kids that were actually talking or screaming for her at the end.
Okay.
That's my theory, but I don't
No,
know.
no,
You know what I mean?
that sounds pretty.
Like
That
that might
sounds
be their
pretty
way of kind
dope,
of
man.
utilizing that variant issue that they kind of brought up in Loki and in WandaVision.
Yeah. Do you want to check out the post credit scene for WandaVision?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Um,
Yeah, because definitely not what we were expecting
oh
as
no.
as an end credit scene at all. But especially with the Darkhold, because
Yeah.
we had just had.
Oh. That's yeah, this was pretty dope. Yeah, this was pretty awesome when this happened though. Yeah, see, bro, and stuff that Wanda was in the WandaVision movies. Damn, that's actually solid, bro. That's actually really solid. I think that would be the strat to go, because it would make it one amazing to see Wanda kill herself, because they are definitely going to put that in there. And also it would be exactly what we need for this to spark that House of M event. Like
Yeah,
that's the one thing that we really need is the kids somewhere, and we already got Professor X. So
we already know he's gonna mess something up.
oh yeah, you already know my man doesn't do anything right. King, what's up, my guy? He said,
How's it
"Happy
going, King?
anniversary, fellas! Much love to you,
Appreciate it.
King. Thank you for tuning in with us, man. How was your day going?" Renato said, "Damn, that's a good theory, battery."
Hey,
Yeah, that's
just
fire.
a couple months, come back. It's gonna be right. All right.
Yeah, hey, facts.
Hopefully,
We gonna
hopefully,
see.
we're gonna see. We're gonna have this clip pop up in 6 months.
Exactly. Okay, and then last one for WandaVision. What will Agatha Harkness show be about? What is that show going to be about? What is it called? Agatha House of Harkness. Actually,
It's a
that's what it's
house,
called.
yeah, House of Harkness or something. I don't know, man. I don't really know a whole
Right?
lot about her character, so I don't have a lot to play off of
Let's do a quick breakdown of this character and see,
because
because I know we haven't really looked anything up about her ever since WandaVision.
yeah, and I don't remember like
What
what they
was
gave us
said?
in the show was pretty fair. I thought that was good
Mhm.
enough information, but and so in terms of like what her importance is in terms of like what like why is she getting her own show? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she didn't have to based off what happened in WandaVision.
Yeah.
So either Wanda makes her snap out of it to make her help figure out, okay, why did I hear my kids? You know, and like that's kind of, and then she like in exchange for helping me, I'll let you out and you can do what you want, but as long as you don't mess with me, you know, and that's
Yeah.
why she's getting her own show. Is the aftermath of that whole conversation. But other than that,
Did
I
we
really
know
don't
that?
know.
I can't find her. I thought
Like,
she
is
was
she gonna
in the
try and
credit.
bring back her own people? Is she really gonna seek? Is she like secretly gonna try and destroy
Well, we
Wanda
still don't
again?
know who
Like,
she was working for, because she supposedly really was working for someone, right? Or was that all the BS with Ralph Boner?
I think that was just BS.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
unless Mephisto or someone like that is really behind it. and no one knows.
I don't think
Like
if
how she get the
Mephisto
Darkhold?
actually ended up being. That's a good question. I don't think we ever found out how she ended up getting.
Like maybe she.
Uh,
Oh wait, I think it was in Agatha's lair. That's what it was.
oh, I thought you were saying how did Agatha get the Darkhold?
Oh yeah,
Because I don't know how
Yeah,
Agatha got
I
the
don't know
Darkhold.
how Agatha got it, but that's how one had gotten it. Okay, I
I'm
remember that.
hoping. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping that she got it from her after she beat her at the end because Agatha was using it. It wasn't
Hmm.
when they were all outside and she was fighting her, and that's when she looked in the book and saw her right there and was like, "The Scarlet Witch is stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme," who
Hmm.
actually isn't Doctor Strange that she was talking about in that moment because Wong is technically the Sorcerer Supreme right now, which is awesome. I love that little bit of like the lore, just that little bit of lore that they gave us right there in Spider-Man was just and then how it was different that Wong wasn't actually against what Doctor Strange was doing either.
Yeah.
All that was wild. They'd be lying in them trailers. She was Franklin Richards' babysitter at one time. She started in Fantastic Four, if I remember correctly. Oh, damn.
Oh,
That's awesome.
okay.
That's awesome.
We're not gonna. We're Fantastic Four, maybe Agatha
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get Fantastic Four for sure.
and
Oh, maybe
and
she's
House of
like that
Archer.
same type of character, but she's like the same type of like character she was in WandaVision, but for the Fantastic Four instead.
Like after she's
And
in the trance, maybe
yeah,
and
yeah.
then something that Reed Richards does, like snaps her out of it. Yo,
Mm. And then she's like, "I'm not a babysitter. I'm a witch. She's a witch. Burn her."
yo, I wasn't ready
um,
for that.
and next up, we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Uh, this was such a pleasant letdown. I'll say that's what I could call this one
Okay. So for
because I
those
had
of
a
you
good time.
guys who've watched this channel for a long time, you guys know that Captain America and the Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie. Still,
Mhm.
Spider Man's probably second at this point,
Yeah,
but
No Way Home was legit.
that movie is my number one. So when this show was announced, I was so hyped going into it. I really was. It gave us a lot of what we wanted, but I don't think it gave us enough. Um,
Yeah,
I think if they would have tested if they would have tested the PG-13 rating a little more, I think they
Mhm.
could have given us what we wanted. And I think that's why Moon Knight's going to come out on top after it's said and done.
Mhm.
Um, like I don't know if it was the storytelling or if it was like all the different kind of small like plots they kind of put in there, or they just kind of took too long. And
They took too long. That's what it was. It was really, really unnecessarily drawn out, yo. Like that whole episode with the boat was just
then
backbreaking,
what they
bro.
did
Like it
with
makes sense.
Carter's niece
Yeah,
was very upsetting.
yeah,
I loved Agent Carter. I don't know if you
yeah,
watched Agent Carter, but it's so good, and I'm
yeah.
so
I think
sad
that's
they
one of the
canceled it.
only ABC things that's canon.
And I don't know, for them to do that and make her uh the what's the name that they called it?
Power broker.
The power broker. Making her the power broker. With that said, apparently Marvel completely retconned it right after all the hate they got. I think the fan base basically made them do a full 360 Sonic move.
I haven't heard anything more
But
about
but
that
I haven't
yet.
heard
So
anything more since, and it
yeah,
might be fake. So I don't know.
yeah,
Uh, I just felt horrible after that for some
yeah.
reason.
No, I agree. I agree completely because they did her dumb dirty, bro. Like they did Sharon Carter so dirty for no
I
reason.
can't blame her
Like
though.
it was like no, I can't blame her either. That's what
Like
I was gonna
'cause
say though.
how she explained it.
I was gonna say that they did her dirty, and that's why she is the power broker, and that's why I was okay with it because it was like after everything that happened, they didn't give
They still wanted me to
one
go to
like
jail.
yeah,
Like yo,
they didn't oh my gosh, they didn't like unban her or whatever it's called. They never stopped hunting her. Like what? Like all for all those years, even after the snapping, the decimation.
Yeah.
Even all the years after that, they still just didn't. They were like, nah, bro, we're still chasing her. And that's all just crazy. And so it makes sense that she would kind of turn to the dark side. But we don't know what that really
I
means.
will say there were some really cool moments in that show. Like I see
Oh yeah.
King's comment right there, but one of my favorite moments was when the Dora Milaje put the pause on
Oh
US
my
agent
god.
and he
And they
wasn't
had
ready. He was
they
not
had my
ready.
man with his tail between his legs about to cry,
Yeah,
bruh.
literally
He was
about to
like,
make him crawl in a
I
corner and
need the
cry.
super soldier serum. Oh, bruh.
They weren't even superhuman and they beat my
They
ass.
didn't
Yo.
even superhumans. I was like, bruh, use a
That moment was wild.
for real. Let's check out the post-credit scene for the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
What was the post credits?
The radical group, the Flag Smashers, were killed today in a car bomb attack as they were being transferred to...
Oh,
I
Zemo,
loved
that's right.
Baron Zemo. He was solid.
Hey, Walker, check your phone. Looks like our friend Zemo kind of got the last laugh. Couldn't have worked better if I'd planned it myself. Oh, well, maybe I did.
We still don't know who she is.
No.
Things are about to get weird.
Villanueva.
Captain America.
Valentina Villanueva. I think that's what it is.
We're gonna need a U.S. agent.
That's great.
Keep your phone on.
That suit is pretty solid too. I'm not gonna lie.
The Carter name has always been synonymous with service and trust, and we'd like to offer you a full pardon. There may be an opening in your old division. Welcome home, Agent Carter.
Start lining up our buyers. Super soldiers might be off the menu, but we're about to have full access to government secrets, prototype weapons, you name it.
That broke my heart. It really did.
Look at that. That's just beautiful right there. Nah, it broke my heart too, though, bro. To be completely honest, because it was just like, bro. But one thing that I think would be super dope. One thing I think would be super dope is if she's working with Shang-Chi's sister. I would really like that.
Make a lot of sense.
I would really freaking like that. I just think that would be the best type of plot story that they could do for that, because they set up his sister in a wonderful way, to be completely honest. And we've never, and I feel like she's gonna have that one place right there. And it seemed like she had straight connections to the power broker from what we saw in Shang-Chi. We saw it was held in the same place. It was in the same place.
Yeah.
That they held the fights at, I believe. Like they see, we see that place in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like we're like down the street from that place or something. Because I think one of the same walls has the same graffiti or something along the lines of that, and that's how we know that they're in the same. Because it's like Madripoor or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. And I just would love to see that type of connection. It would be a wonderful way to blend in Shang-Chi into everything that's going on within the MCU. Because he's one of those characters that could be a ground level character, or he could be a cosmic character, or he could be in this other thing that, you know, I've really started to theorize about is the new supernatural characters that are going to be entering the universe as far as it goes with Blade and Black Knight.
Yes, Dane Whitman.
Dane Whitman, yes, and all of that stuff. I feel like Shang-Chi seems like he could be a fun part of the Midnight Suns if they wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he does have that mystical, supernatural side of him, and I think that would make sense. King says, "Well, I thought Val worked for General Ross, but after the passing of William Hurt, rest in peace to William Hurt, they will probably make it that she is taking over for him." I always thought that she is like the leader of the Thunderbolt program, and she's the face of it. But I had also said when I gave that little scene earlier, that's kind of how I feel. Like the way Black Widow went to get the Incredible Hulk, so to speak. Like I feel like that's the type of character she is around there, or she's just all around the Nick Fury character when it comes to the Dark Avengers.
And it might be Marvel didn't even think to have Ross as the person in charge of the Thunderbolts. It probably is Val. And watching and thinking about it, it probably is.
Yeah.
And what happened to William, super unfortunate.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to see how they're going to kind of utilize his character moving forward. Are we going to completely move away from him? Are they going to kind of close him, give him a proper closeout? You know, like with CGI and stuff like that. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because we haven't seen Black Panther 2 yet, so we don't know how they're going to respond to that type of situation of losing actors. You know,
Yeah.
like that. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens. That sucks, man, because I loved him as an actor. What he did for the, you know, as a character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since like the first Hulk, massive.
Yeah.
You know, at least for me.
No,
Huge.
yeah, completely massive.
So
he had such an impact. I remember, I will never forget seeing Iron Man walk into the bar and start talking to him at the end of the Incredible Hulk.
because
Like that was solid.
the Hulk movie before the Incredible Hulk, he was still General Ross, right? Or was it a different dude?
Yeah, I think it was a different dude. But I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it was a different dude.
I think he was the same. Because he's the Hawk. I don't know who else would have.
Yeah, no, it was just he's just the Hulk. He's in the Hulk. That's it.
Yeah, so
the Hulk, Captain America, Civil War, and Black Widow.
Yeah. No, who am I getting mixed up with? Probably a different actor, but
and Infinity War.
I wish we saw him more. I would have liked to see him more in Endgame. Obviously, I think he was one of the people that got snapped, potentially, but we never really found out.
I really wanted to see him become Red Hulk, like more than anything.
Yeah, I think that would have been great. Especially with some of the behind the scenes stuff we saw from Black Widow. But with that said, that looking back at that picture where he looks like he was hurting. Remember that picture of him walking trying to walk down the steps? Like I felt like his body just felt like it was deteriorating. Like looking at that photo and like
that's kind of what we even said around that time, because I think we said is maybe he's sick for some reason in the movie. Maybe he's not actually, maybe he's not actually sick in real life.
Yeah.
I remember that being one of the things that we had said around that time.
Yeah, but yeah, condolences to the family. It's super unfortunate that happened. At least it was of natural causes. As far that's what they announced was natural causes, so he wasn't in pain or anything like that. So that's at least good.
Yeah. Shout out to you. What's up with the Second Street Marvel, man? Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Gee, I hope you're having a good day today, my man. King says Sam Elliott played General Ross.
That's right. I get those two mixed up all the time. I really did.
Okay, well, here's some questions now that we got from Loki. This first question came from Zayden Debnam, and it said, if Kang is in Quantumania, will there be a different variant in charge at some point? So the way I feel about this, to be completely honest, because I have like a little rant to go on right now, just a mini one, not a big one. I low-key feel like, there was no Kang in the TVA at first, right? And then after the events that we saw at the end of Loki, I believe, actually, I think we have the Loki post-credit scene right here before I get into what I was about to say. Yeah, here we go. This was crazy. There he is. Yeah, solid, bro. I feel
Wild.
like personally, I feel like that variant that we see at the end is
Mhm.
going to be in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
100%. Like that's 100% what I think. I feel like there's no reason why I feel like there's no reason why he would be in there because he specifically created those robots so
Mhm.
he wouldn't be known about. So it wouldn't make sense for him to, after all of that, now be in there. It's obviously a variant, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that I'm pretty sure that that specific variant is going to have something to do with the Illuminati, and that is going to have something to do because if you remember, there is a point in the trailer that it seems like there's a freaking door opening up, the TVA door in the background. You can literally see the TVA door kind of opening up out of the ground. So I'm thinking that that's part of like the Illuminati stuff now, and the Illuminati might even be some type of failsafe created by King the Conqueror
Mhm.
for if one day he did get released from his prison or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
And that's kind of my running theory there.
I I don't really know on that question. Like I don't even think I knew then either.
Oh
After
yeah.
watch, and if I did, it was because I thought Spider-Man or something that was going to help clear that up. Didn't happen. Uh, but I don't know. I think I have to watch more. I think maybe Doctor
Mhm.
Strange, and shoot, even going into Ant-Man 3. Really, I really don't know, and maybe I just have to see the trailer for Ant-Man 3 because maybe my brain's just not wrapping its head around as to what could really happen. But
Mhm.
I'm excited to see how that's going to unfold, though. I really am.
Yeah, I agree. The awesome dad 224, he said, "Do we refer to the universes by number more now than before? Will we have designated numbers for each Spider-Man universe?" It's funny because we actually know that those are like we know that we have the Amazing Spider-Man, the what is Toby Maguire? Is it Spectacular
Oh, I'm
Spider-Man?
not
And
even
then
sure. That's a good
and
point.
then Toby and then Tom Holland is just Spider-Man. That's the official thing that was released by Marvel and Disney. I can't remember exactly. I know it's the Amazing Spider-Man, and I think he's the Spectacular Spider-Man. I think, but I can't remember exactly.
Mhm.
But it will be interesting to see how they refer to these universes, and I'm pretty sure it would make sense to see that happen in Doctor Strange. I feel
Yeah,
like we're going to get a lot of multiversal explanation in that movie.
I think so too, man. I think so too. Uh, I I mean, the movies haven't really made that clear at all. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a I think it's more of a Marvel and Disney just thing to kind of come out and clear that up.
Mhm.
Uh, because we don't even know the timeline in which WandaVision through where we're at now really is officially. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like right now it's just like we have a pretty good guess as to where everything is, but we don't really know for sure where they want things to be, especially with the delays, like the delayed the Marvels. So I don't know where
Yeah.
like is that before, after? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
I think no matter when the movie comes out, it still varies with the time it takes place inside of the
Hmm.
MCU. Uh which is good, I guess. Miss T says, "Did anyone notice that the opening of this episode there was music to the final scene in Endgame where Cap travels back to meet Peggy?" Hmm. I don't remember that. This is about the season finale too. I don't remember there being
I remember
music for the.
I remember there being music, but not in Endgame. And if there was, it was because he wanted the last dance. The
Oh
dance
yeah, that's what she's talking about. The
and that's
Last
kind of like
Dance music.
and but like I don't remember that popping up.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It's been a long time. I haven't really rewatched any of that stuff since. Even though Loki is probably the one that I would rewatch. because of how cool it was. And for me, one of the best shows so far.
Yeah, I can't wait to rewatch everything like canonically, like to see like what order it's in.
Pay the what
Hmm.
$600 for the Marvel Studios
Nah, bro, I'm watching
collection.
everything on Disney Plus, baby, and I'm renting what's not on there.
They're all on
Um,
there, right?
yeah, everything is on there except I think Spider-Man's not on there
I think.
because that's still Sony,
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
and then Hulk's not on there either.
Hmm.
And one of the Thors I don't think is on there because I think I had to rent one of the Thor movies when we were going back and doing our rewatch with Jay. King says Kang created the TVA. He just made them all think it was the 3 time leaders. Yeah,
Did a good job at it too.
for real. King also says the Loki theme is so good. Yeah, that theme was fire, baby. That thing was ridiculous. All right, Ugly SpongeBob says, do you think that Kane actually planned all of this with the other Kangs for this multiversal war thing to be initiated? I think yes, I do think that Kang wanted all of this to happen so Kang could get out. Because the way he was like, I'll see you soon. Like, yo, like just okay, just look at his face and it right here. He's winking. He's like, I'll see you soon. Like, bro, yeah, he's definitely I feel like he was tired of being the one at the end of time. I just feel like he was tired of it. He's been there for longer than we would know. It could be for centuries, for eons, forever. He's seen the universe start and stop. And he's keeping it together. And I think he's just tired of doing that, yo. I
Yeah.
think really he was tired of doing that. And I feel like
he's like, I need some action in my life.
Exactly. And I feel like he set those breadcrumbs for Sylvie to come find him and murder him to let the real Kang out so he didn't have to sit there and watch over him anymore.
You know, this is a very difficult question because I didn't think he was pulling strings in the back, but hearing what you're saying, it's a possibility. It's a very big possibility. Now that I know about that possibility, that's all I can think about now. I don't think there's any other way. He has to, like, especially looking at that thing at the clip you just put up.
Yeah,
the way he like smiled and winked, I was like, oh, yo, he knows something.
He knows.
He just knows. So
I mean, he even in his explanation, he said what would happen when she did what she did, and she still did it because he knew she was going to do it. You know what I mean? So it was all just him egging her on to kill him in the first place.
Yep. He also wasn't very defensive about it. That he kind of did it to himself. So
he was like, "Yeah, kill me.
Yeah, see what happens. Kill me.
Exactly.
You won't." She does.
Exactly. Isaac Sagario says, where does the Loki series take place? Is this right after the events of Endgame, which is why we see J. Jonah Jameson in Far From Home? Whoa, okay, my guy. Okay.
Reread that real quick.
Yeah, I was like, my guy went everywhere with that with saying J. Jonah Jameson at the end. Where does the Loki series take place? Is this right after the events of Endgame? Is that why we see J. Jonah Jameson in Far From Home?
This happens like during the events of Endgame, like right after he disappears, it continues on.
So this is where it gets iffy, okay? Because technically that's 2012 Loki. So those events technically take place with the first Avengers movie, not with Avengers Endgame. Technically. But
it's
also technically, it doesn't exist anywhere on our timeline because it exists everywhere.
It's like its own timeline.
It is
the way
Loki it's not just is it its own timeline. It's very similar to Eternals, to where the events in the show happen in different periods of time. So if you were to look at a Marvel timeline, you would see like Odin kills the Frost Giant or something like that happen, and then you would see something else happen about Loki happening, and then whatever, and then you would get to an event that Loki couldn't even be a full-blown adult for because of what happened of him coming back to seeing Loki type of thing. So it's like it happens everywhere on the timeline because they go to like Mesopotamia at one point, and then they go into the future at another point. So it doesn't exist anywhere on the timeline, it exists throughout the timeline is the best way that I think that's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, I could definitely feel that. I feel that.
Right? Like it doesn't exist anywhere. It's just everywhere on the timeline, sporadically. Yeah, just like King says, Loki takes place whenever it wants.
Yep.
Big facts. King Shanks, a random question. Do you think we could get Null in the Venom movies this phase, or is it too early? That's crazy because we were actually talking about Null. That's crazy. And this comment's from like the Loki series, so these are all old. So that's why some of them didn't age as well.
We thought Null was going to appear in this Venom. We really did. In Venom 2. Maybe Morbius. Because there were rumors
up in Thor.
Hey, maybe because there were rumors that Null was going to be coming in.
Sword
somehow.
Is Null's sword.
Yeah,
like that's how he gets that sword. And like when the thing that he uses to kill gods is Null's. So I would not be against hearing something about that from them. To be completely honest, I think that would be solid.
And the run where Null is even introduced in the comic run, amazing. I have every issue. It's awesome. I haven't finished reading them, but I do have every issue. And like what he did as a character and the terror he brought into Venom to the point he wouldn't even want to like do things for Eddie. That's how scared Venom is of Null and like what he can do. Almost like in a trance, like low-key. It's wild. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of unfolds in the MCU. I don't know how that kind of work out, but that's definitely a rumor that we've heard for a while now. Back then, that Null was going to be one of the big issues that we're going to have to deal with, and Spider-Mans are going to have to team up to fight, and it might be Spider-Man 4.
I wouldn't be opposed
at
to
this
that.
point.
One thing that I feel like when it comes to Null and all of that type of stuff is that Null. I feel like Null. Okay, this is gonna connect to a lot of things, so just hear me out for a second. I feel like Marvel is gonna utilize the terminology Nexus being in a lot of different ways, and we're going to see different types of like villains be Nexus beings, or like a Kang be a Nexus being because he exists on every timeline as himself. Because I'm pretty sure that's what that means as a Nexus being. I'm pretty sure that when it comes to Nexus beings, they are all the same person. So every Wanda looks like Wanda. You won't have like a black Loki and a Gator. You won't have like a black Wanda and a Gator Wanda. Every single Wanda is Wanda. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's how that kind of works out. And they're also powerhouses, of course.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking when it comes to to characters like Null, is that like how Venom knew about Peter Parker because of the Spider-Man 3 Venom knowing about Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I feel like things like that is going to start taking place with these, like a Null character, even Madam Web, because I believe Madam Web also does like a web of time and is able to see multiverses.
I was going to make this post either tonight or tomorrow. But apparently I didn't see the source, so I don't know the legitimacy of this, but people are comparing Madam Web to Sony's Doctor Strange.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
I would love
and that goes kind of hand in hand into what you're just talking about right now.
And I would love that. I think that's the best way to kind of do it, is even to make it to where, we never heard about these characters before, because the multiverse really never existed before Loki, because Kang was keeping all of the timelines together in their respective like ways. But once that stopped, all of the events across time were able to be subject to change, including everything that we've seen in the past and the things that we'll see in the future. And being able to have multiple multiversal villains, that's awesome. Like, that's the best thing that you can do, because then you're really able to even possibly get a Secret Wars level movie at the end of it,
Yeah.
of all of these multiverses and wars happening. You get Secret Wars, then you get Battle World. Like, and those are two of the best things that we kind of want to see happen live action. And
Yep.
we're supposed to be getting like World War Hulk in this phase somewhere and
Yeah,
stuff. Like, it's supposed to be getting wild.
because I think what Ironheart, Armor Wars, Blade, and Fantastic Four. Those are the 4 movies that, and Ant-Man. Those are the movies that are kind of, and Black Panther. So there's still like a whole year's worth, if not a little more, to go about that, since that original Investors Day that kind of revealed those for us. So I think later this year, when we have the next investor meeting, is when we're going to start seeing the next slate after those. So I think this November, this October, we'll kind of have an idea as to what's going to happen moving forward in the MCU, or just clarification as to what's happening. With that said, by then we're going to have watched Doctor Strange. We're going to have watched Moon Knight. What else comes out
when?
Between now and November? Thor. Yep. And then
and that's it.
Black
Panther Black Panther got put. Maybe we get Black Panther, but I'm pretty sure that got pushed back. And if it didn't get pushed back, then I don't know. No, it did get pushed back. Everything got pushed back. So Black Panther is. No, wait. Is Black Panther the November release? It is, because Thor: Love and Thunder is soon. It's like in July or something like that.
Okay, so here we got. Now I don't know if these are correct still, but November 11th, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The Marvels was pushed back to February 17th, but I'm pretty sure Thor is still happening as well this year.
So what day is Thor? Does it say?
I don't see it on this particular post. Oh, Thor 4, July 8th, Black Panther.
Okay, so it is
November 11th. Those are the ones that are left in the 2020 slate. Everything after is in 2023. So like it's like a 2023, Captain Marvel 2, Ant-Man 3.
What? We're getting Ant-Man 3 that fast? Damn.
And Guardians of the Galaxy next year. And then we still don't know when Blade's coming out. We still don't know when the Fantastic Four is coming out, Armor Wars, or Ironheart. So, and it could
is
be
Ironheart a series as well?
It'll be its own series. So that's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, and hopefully we get to see like a Nova movie or Namor. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one that we're missing here is Namor. That's the one that I think we're here. We've heard something about it, but we don't know anything further than that. And then What If? How'd you feel about What If? We can just briefly talk about What If. How was What If for you? I think What If was pretty solid.
Probably the second best Marvel show so far in terms of what it did. I think the ramifications of What If are going to be kind of impactful for a lot of the MCU moving forward. We're going to be seeing a lot of those characters come back. We're going to see zombie Doctor Strange, it seems like, in this upcoming Doctor Strange. So there's different things that I think are going to show up that are going to come out from that show. And I think a lot's going to maybe deal with the Illuminati. And so I'm excited for that. Really excited. And I'm excited for season 2.
Yes, I agree. And one of the biggest things that I'm happy about when it comes to What If is the implications that it has to transfer over into live action and
Mhm.
what that could actually really do. Like, we're pretty sure that one of those Doctor Strange variants from the Multiverse of Madness trailer may be one of the Doctor Strange variants that we saw in What If, but we're
Mhm.
not 100% on that. And then we also heard many rumors about Captain Carter possibly transferring over into live action and or being a member on the seat of the Illuminati. And that's
Yep.
all awesome. So I like what everything that pertains to What If has been freaking crazy. When we saw Killmonger and Vision and Ultron and Zombie One, like, bro, it just got better and better and better and better and better. And it was just like, holy free holies. But the one thing that I don't think we really got an answer to was what the hell Tony Stark and Gamora were doing in space, just chilling on the Vormir planet or whatever the hell they were doing. They was just chilling there. I was like,
Yeah.
what? And that's because they cut an episode though of What If.
Yeah. The
Amy
Gamora episode
says,
was supposed to be in there, but it's not. Yeah.
mhm. Amy says, "Can I ask you something?" Of course. What's up with it, Amy? Welcome to the chat. Would you be happy to see Blue Marvel appear in the Multiverse of Madness? So check me out, Amy. That is actually another one of my theories. I was actually talking to this with Renato. I was saying that it's crazy because when you look at the trailers for Multiverse of Madness, there's 6 seats, but Professor X is actually in a wheelchair, so he doesn't need a seat. So that leaves one extra character for us to possibly get. We know that we're supposed to be seeing a variant of Iron Man as Tom Cruise. We know that we're supposed to be seeing Patrick Stewart. We know that there's been rumors about possibly getting the original Illuminati and
Mhm.
having Namor, not Black Panther, but what's the brother's name? What Black Bolt. Black Bolt,
Mm.
and other characters like that, and Captain Britain, like I had just said, all be on this multiversal council for the Illuminati. But me, I personally would think that it would be freaking amazing if we get Blue Marvel. Yep, Renato. Yep, you remember we was just talking about this. I was like, bro, if they give us Blue Marvel, it'll be crazy. Blue Marvel is like the best superhero ever. My guy, he's a black superhero. He's super strong, super powerful, has powers like Captain Marvel. I'm
Mm.
pretty sure he's stronger than her though, and he's also like a super genius, Loki. And if I'm not mistaken, for some reason they told him to like not be a hero because they didn't want the American citizens to look up to a black man for a hero. So they like made him
Mm.
not become a superhero, and a whole bunch of crazy stuff
Yeah.
happened.
In the
It was wild.
comics,
Yeah, in the comics, bro. Yeah, in the comics.
it's wild, bro.
Blue Marvel is lit. He is legit. He's a legit one. So yeah, Amy, I'm all for that. Amy says, personally, I think Blue Marvel could replace Black Panther's seat among the Illuminati and not having to cast a new person to replace T'Challa.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what? I didn't even think about that, but yes, that actually would be the perfect reason to have a different character, as to not go and get like a Killmonger variant, because a lot of people we've seen that here on the channel. A lot of people are not for having a Killmonger variant as a
Yeah.
good guy come back in the MCU. Like they don't want that.
He's
They
not a
want
good guy. We've
yeah,
seen what we
exactly.
saw what it could do in What If. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't think he could be a good guy
Yeah.
unless like his dad never betrayed T'Challa or never got involved with like uh what he did to get his son banned. Like I don't know. Like that's wild.
Yeah. Nah, for real. I agree, bro. No lie. Um, I'm trying to. Okay, here's Blue Marvel. He is in this book. Um, NATO says, please give us Blue Marvel. For real. Second Street says Kevin Greville lives here in my area. I've talked to him a few times in my LCS. I don't know who that is. Maybe I do know who it is, but I don't know him by the name.
I haven't heard of that name, have I?
Are you saying this is who you would want to play Blue Marvel? Yo, I could see that. What is this guy in? He's in the Underworld movies.
Oh, think
What?
okay. I knew exactly what you were talking
Yeah,
about. Yep,
yeah.
I can see this. I can see this.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
100% can see this.
here's a little bit about Blue Marvel. His first appearance was Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel #1, January 2009. Real name Adam Brashear. He's an adventurer. He's mobile, 6 foot. His special powers. Okay, here we go. Antimatter energy manipulation,
Ooh.
hyper cosmic awareness, superhuman strength, flight, longevity, and near invulnerability. My guy. He's the creator of Blue Marvel. Oh, okay. Well, tell me something, Second Street.
What?
Adam Brashear was a Korean War veteran turned scientist who tried to harness antimatter in a negative reactor to create free energy. This experiment went awry, and both Adam and his friend Connor Sims were genetically altered. Adam found himself with amazing powers, and he became the superhero Blue Marvel. Adam retired as a hero in 1962, but briefly fought alongside Blade and others in the 1970s. With his powers aging, with his aging, his powers were slowed. With his aging slowed by his powers, Adams joined the modern day heroes such as Luke Cage's Avengers and then the Ultimates. So yeah, yeah. Blue Marvel is that guy. My man said I haven't read any Blue Marvel. Oh, okay. Blue Marvel is solid though. He's a solid
I was
hero
like, I
for
don't think we
sure.
have. I have. At least I don't think we've. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think there's been any new iterations of Blue Marvel in a
Well,
while.
he's already is himself a new iteration. So I don't think they ever picked him up again for like more than one comic book run.
Mm.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know for sure.
But
Uh,
also Kevin, this Kevin guy, by the way, yeah, he's actor, screenwriter, director, comic book
hmm,
writer. He even
damn.
did some voice in Young Justice. He was in the original Hulk movie in 2003 as well.
Hmm,
Uh, he was in Batman Assault on Arkham animation. He was in a lot of movies that I loved.
hmm.
Batman Forever, Congo, Men in Black.
Oh
Um,
wow.
he was in all the Underworlds, Frankenstein, Planet of the Apes, The Mask. Um,
That's solid.
yeah, he's been in all kinds of good movies. So that's wild.
He's a freaking legit dude. Yeah, it seems like it, yo. No doubt. It seems like it.
He's a big
Um,
dude in Underworld. Is he big? Like is he really tall? Like I don't like in
Blue
terms of
Marvel?
no, Kevin, Second Street.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm very curious. Am I gonna
Yeah,
look?
but I would love to see Blue Marvel come
Mhm,
into live action. He is one of the superheroes that we need.
mhm.
Blue Marvel and Static Shock, two black heroes that I think we need to see done proper live action justice, and of course, Miles Morales Spider Man. But people know a lot about Miles Morales Spider Man.
Mhm.
Not as many people know about Static Shock, and even less people know about Blue Marvel.
Yeah.
So I would like to get, that would be a solid thing to do. And like Amy said, it would be a solid replacement in the Illuminati as well, and not have to rewrite that T'Challa character as a variant or anything like that. But it would make sense if they gave us a variant T'Challa, because they're already going to give us a variant Iron Man and a variant Professor X, and we're
Yeah.
getting variants of Doctor Strange and a variant of his love interest, variant Wanda. Like, it's variants everywhere in this movie, yo. So I would love. I
It's gonna
wouldn't
be
be
its own Avengers movie.
literally. Oh yeah, and that's what we've been saying on the channel for a while. Spider-Man No Way Home, Infinity War, Doctor Strange, Endgame. So I really hope we get to see that kind of come to fruition. And then last but not least, bro, the movies reviews that we have done this year: Malignant, Shang-Chi, we not Wheel of Time, Free Guy, Invincible, nope, not Invincible, Jungle Cruise, The Green Knight, Black Widow, No Way Home, Eternals, Dune, Halloween Kills, Venom, The Batman. Like, bro, the list, yo, the list. So, from all of those movies, what would you say was your favorite movie of 2021 of season 2 of Marvel Bros, brother?
It's a difficult choice.
Yeah.
I just rewatched Dune yesterday.
Yeah, you did. That's right. You were watching that when before we went to our photo shoot.
I just watched it yesterday. It's still as amazing as ever. Um, the Batman was awesome.
Yes, sir.
But dang, out of all those movies though, Spider-Man was great.
Yeah, No Way Home. Don't forget about that. Shang-Chi is on there. Shang-Chi was pretty solid.
But you know what? For me, in terms of like full like movie production and like being most excited for what's to come,
Yeah.
Dune.
Dune? Yeah.
I
Dune
think
was
Dune. I think Dune, the world it created, the vibe had set, the storytelling it utilized, the sets, um, just everything about it makes me so excited for the second one. Um, and I just can't wait because Dune was a movie that I looked forward to for so long before we came out. Didn't know about the old ones at all. It
yeah.
wasn't until we started looking at the trailer and realized, oh, there's other movies. Um,
I think actually it was I
I
think it
saw,
was the Wheel of Time people that told us that there's more to Dune than
yeah,
just meets the eye.
I think so as well. And so for me, I think that's why I would have to choose Dune.
Yeah. Dune was definitely solid. I will never forget the experience of us just like we were just in awe looking at the screen when those freaking ships were blowing up. Um and we were like, yo, this is what we were just talking about with the foundation and how we needed this to happen, like live action, and the fact that we
Mhm.
never got to see Star Wars do something on this type of level. It was like, whoa, what's going on? How does Apple TV's foundation already kind of trying to blow out the water of what the sci-fi world that Star Wars has tried to establish? And then here comes Dune, and it freaking blew our mind holes out of the water, bro. Like, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do. It was just like, this is crazy. And we all watched that movie multiple times. Like, even me and Remy went back to the theater, watched it again, like multiple times. Like, that movie was just so good. It was so good. It was ridiculous. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have to probably say Dune as well, because I am most excited for Dune, for everything that's gonna come with that. Um, but the Batman was freaking legit.
Yeah.
The Batman, Shang-Chi, and No Way Home, like, whoa, them things was fire. So I was
Mhm.
really excited about that. But yeah, yo, real quick, let's just talk a little bit about Invincible. Because Invincible was so legit. I forgot about Invincible. And then I looked at the list and I seen it. I was like, oh yeah, Invincible was solid. Revolutionary, I think, to what we're gonna get when it comes to animation and superhero shows from here on out.
All right,
For sure.
folks. I kind of messed up.
Oh,
All
this
right.
guy.
I was too excited. All right. Um,
Too excited is an understatement.
so I watched an entire video on the history of Omni-Man, and it kind of broke down everything that's going to happen. Like, or maybe it might happen. I don't know what the show's going to kind of derail. And I kind of saw some other stuff, and potentially the whole show was spoiled for me because I spoiled it for myself. Just out of excitement. Um,
God damn it, battery.
and I can't express to you how excited I am for this. Because the first season of Invincible was phenomenal. The characters that had set, Omni Man was awesome. The animation was unlike anything I'd ever seen. It was like The Boys in animation.
Yeah.
Just like diabolical. And we're still going to continue watching that, by the way, because of
Yeah.
how much we enjoyed watching the first 2 episodes, or 2 episodes, which are available for you guys to check out on our channel right now.
Facts.
But I'm excited, man. I really am.
I could not agree more, bro. I am just so ready for everything that comes with Invincible. That first season was amazing. The way they ended that first episode on such a wild cliffhanger like that, to the point to where it literally flipped the entire show on its head. Because as I was watching the first episode, like I was even thinking, I was like, man, maybe me and Jay can watch this. And then the post-credit scene happened, and people were bleeding and death and blood everywhere.
You're like,
and
you
I
know
was
what?
like,
Maybe not.
my God, I was like, yo, I am so happy. I didn't think that this was something different or anything like that, because whoa. And that movie, I mean, the show was amazing. Omni-Man, J. Jonah Jameson. I can't think of his real name in real life. But him, J. Jonah Jameson, is his name. His name's not J. Jonah Jameson in real life. I'm tripping. It's something like that though, isn't it?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, yeah, like it's not that far off. But yeah, like he was incredible as Omni-Man. I loved the wife; she was freaking awesome. I loved her vibes. I loved the little demon Hellboy guy that was doing the detective work. Oh,
yep,
magnificent. Oh, that was awesome. And yeah, thank you guys for chilling with us today, bro. It's been our 3rd annual anniversary stream. So season 3 of Marvel Bros starts now.
Gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot to look forward to. Our 2nd year was a great year. I think it did a lot for us, and now we got to move forward. Excel.
Oh yeah.
And so I can't wait. We have a lot to watch. Let's talk about.
Sure.
It's gonna be another good year.
And we just can't wait to share all of the experiences with you guys here at Marvel Bros, with the super fam, because you guys are awesome and always showing up and showing out, and we really do appreciate you guys, for real.
Oh yes. But before we head out, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvel Bros. Yes. See,
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. We have a lot coming for you guys, so we appreciate you.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome.
For sure. And make sure to also check out our website at www.marvelbros.com. Leave out the E, leave out the A, and you're good to go. You're going to have a good old day. All right. So check out our website. You can purchase merchandise, stay up to date with all the latest content and discussions. Start your own discussions. Start your own stuff going on in there. Let it be known. We'll jump in there with you. Log in, create your account. You can even get your little profile picture, a little banner up there. You know what I mean? Do what it is. Do what it does. And also don't forget to check out our Patreon. Become a patron. Have early access to everything that we do. Yeah, because you'll get all, like, if we record 15 trailers in a day, you'll get all 15 of them trailers that day. No waiting, baby. You get to react to everything or check it out, everything day one. If you are a Patreon member, join the headquarters, baby.
But yeah, thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
To support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today.